Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first session of the Red Valley. How are we all doing tonight? Let's introduce ourselves. My name is Lauren, and I will be the DM for this campaign.
My name is Josh. I am one of the players of this campaign.
My name is Cameron, and I'm one of the players of this campaign.
Wow.
My name is Edison, and I may or may not be one of the players of this campaign.
And our musician. Ooh.
I wonder what class he's...
Surprise, it's actually not a bard.
It's not a bar.
Bard.
Holy crap.
All right. I say let's jump right into this then. Episode 1 of the Red Valley. Two continents known as Meserak and Ishvaram were once united under a forgotten name, but they are now split in two by a valley created by a divergent fault centuries ago. This deadly place, filled with bandits and monsters, is called the RØH-E, the Red Valley, for many reasons. One reason is quite literal. The sands and walls of this place are orange, red, and gold. The second reason is a little bit more ominous, as legends say that this place was dyed red by the blood of thousands who have died trying to cross it. You, the party, are mercenaries skilled enough, or crazy enough, to get paid to transport those willing to pay enough to cross this valley. It is spanned by hundreds of bridges, each with its own perks and dangers. Natural disasters, fallen bridges, and other environmental hazards are only the second most common cause of death. Horrible monsters rise from the abyssal valley below, frequently slithering up to ambush those attempting to cross. However, that still is not the leading cause of death. The dead god of murder, Vakashar, has many followers. Bandits who work day and night to cross names off lists at the flip of a coin. Well, not all bandits worship this cruel god. Their reputation among the locals is one of widespread fear. Both countries that border this valley blame each other for the bloody acts of terror, yet both fall victim to the god of murder's impartial gamble. Much of Meserak and northern Ishvaram are defined by a harsh, arid climate, where the two great cities of RÜH-E and Darjuna, respectively, stand as bastions of their respective nations less than 50 miles apart, a 3-day journey across both the Barren Soul and the Red Valley. RÜH-E, the capital of the Republic of Meserak, is a fortress city on the western edge of the Red Valley. Known for its towering walls and rich trade culture, RÜH-E is the heart of Meserak's martial traditions. Here, young warriors train in the art and ideology of the Hun, and the city's grand citadels host festivals that honor their fallen gods of the sun and moon, NÆZÀ and Khaledun, with reenactments of legendary battles. Darjuna, on the eastern side, is Ishvaram's spiritual and political center, renowned for its magnificent temples and intellectual institutions of the Acharya. Darjuna is a city of enlightenment, where scholars gather to study and debate. The city's temples, dedicated to their own sun and moon gods, Shamshira and Kashama, also host vibrant festivals that reflect this culture's deep spiritual heritage. I say, let's get started here, shall we? That was the introduction.
That's the intro.
That was the talk.
All right. For those of you who are curious or are struggling with all of the names and stuff I'm introducing today, I have this here for all of you to refer to, just so you don't get lost in the sauce.
A whiteboard.
All right. So, the sun sliver pulses on the horizon, casting a warm golden light over the ancient stone city of Darjuna as the morning rises. A few nights ago, each of you found a job posting on a job board of the local mercenaries guild, which you all have some sort of affiliation or relationship with at this point as mercenaries. The posting offered 150 darics, which are gold coins, to each person willing to escort a diplomat across the Red Valley. This job is straightforward and specific. Since none of you recognize the name of the man you must escort beyond their last name, it shouldn't be important enough to warrant more caution than usual when crossing the Red Valley. Right?
Yep, sure.
Can you all roll a history check to see what you recognize about this name? Those from Meserak roll with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Shit. Oh, sucks for them.
Yeah. And I also have good history.
Me neither.
Zero.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a 5 minus 1, 4.
Nice.
I don't know shit. A 11 and a 15, so an 11.
Okay. Yeah, neither of you recognize this name. It's not important. Just a 10?
Yeah, unfortunately.
You recognize the name TIWARI? It's, you kind of recognize it. A wealthy, well-known family in Darjuna. You don't really know much beyond that, though. Now, the mansion of the Tiwari family is a sprawling length of sandstone walls, adorned with delicate floral motifs and geometric patterns that reflect the common, vibe of Ishvaram, essentially. The domed roof is crowned with a gleaming copper spire, which catches the sun's rays and casts a warm golden glow all over the estate. The entrance is marked by a pair of imposing wooden doors, inlaid with brass and adorned with elaborate carvings of mythical creatures. Now, here's the question. Which of you three arrives last?
Not me.
Probably not me, because I'm live here.
You do. You don't live at the estate,
I
but
don't
you
live
do
at the
live
estate.
in the city.
I do live in this.
We're starting in Darjuna.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So who arrives last to the Tiwari estate?
I suppose me, if
I'm kind of a rogue fighter guy. I'm really fast.
You would have had a panic attack if you were anything more than a minute late.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so would you like to describe your character walking up to these gates?
Yes, indeed. So, walking up to the gates is a hooded figure. A tall one, of, very adorned with, desert... Yes, thank you.
Desert-clad robes.
Desert-clad robes with a big black cape/hood combination, red underneath. But when that cape flips up a bit, you notice a bobbed tail. And as he approaches closer, you see a cat-like face. But
What color?
what?
A desert cat. What color do you think?
Just
Sand colored.
Sand-colored.
Tan. Okay.
Yes.
Garfield orange.
Can I say what kind of cat it's based off?
Yeah, you can.
An Arabian wildcat.
If you would all like to look it up.
Yes.
It's like the closest thing to a domestic cat look you can get,
Pretty much.
but is sandy colored.
First image I got.
They're very cute.
They are very cute.
I'm gonna send the first image I got.
All right, so Cameron, as you approach with your character, a young servant dressed in flowing garb approaches you with a polite bow. You must be one of the hires. Master Purav requests your presence in the garden. He awaits you by the central pavilion.
Thank you. I will meet him now.
And they will kind of beckon you and walk you over. So ahead of you is a wide courtyard that leads into a series of open-air pavilions, each with arched windows draped with flowing silk curtains. The garden is a lush tapestry of vibrant flora, featuring jasmine, marigolds, and lotus blooms. Sitting on a lounge chair with white silks flowing around him is a young Ishvara nobleman with short black hair and deep skin. Surrounding him are fruits and tea and a bunch of other mercenaries. 6 to be exact. They feel pretty out of place for the most part. But alongside Purav and these mercenaries is a elderly attendant. Would you like to describe what your characters look at sitting around this table waiting for everyone to arrive to the job site?
So we're describing both our characters.
Who would like to describe themselves first? Are you drinking tea? Are you eating anything? Are you waiting anxiously on the side? Brooding, perhaps?
As you walk in, you notice off on the side, but very attentively paying attention, is a short, tan, thin, lanky man with 2 big ears poking up out of the head of his cloak that is pulled over his face. He also has, it's pulled over his hair, and then he has a face mask on.
Gotta keep the sand out of your face.
Indeed.
But as a fellow Mesuraki, you can identify him as from Messerak.
I see.
You can tell from his armor, he is, like, he got this...
Actually, make a history check.
Yeah,
Can you identify the armor?
Sure, yeah. See, I gotta...
But it is absolutely Messeraki armor.
Mhm.
Just don't know what type that is. Yeah.
well, 4 minus 1.
Oh, no.
Rich boy.
Rich boy.
Rich boy.
Rich...
All right, Ed. What do
And
they...
he has a long bow, and he's sitting off on the side,
Not eating or drinking anything.
not eating or drinking anything, just watching and paying attention.
This man would look completely human if he didn't have 2 large fox ears coming out of his hood.
I see.
Ed, what about you? Are you drinking tea, eating some grapes, having a good time? Maybe even drinking some mead?
Maybe
Getting a little drunk before the job?
maybe a tiny bit of meat.
Everything in
Maybe-
moderation, right?
Everything in moderation. He's a young guy, very clearly Ishvaran in origin.
Mm-hmm.
Unclear if he's a local technically, but he's wearing what is like, I'd say upper middle class robes for the society, but they have
You are
been
clean. You are put together.
very clean, very put together. But there's also a little bit of about him, as those robes have kind of been modified. There's heavy leather plates being put on top of it. Like, it has been retrofitted into adventuring attire. And is clearly new at this. He is kind of anxiously playing away at his instrument.
Mhm.
And
What is the instrument?
he is playing a tar.
Which is a precursor to the guitar.
The guitar, the sitar, the setar.
Lots of tars.
Lots of tars.
I was telling Ed, you should totally do the tar because, like, you could just bring your guitar, and he was like, damn, that's convincing. So now we have some background noise.
One of these things? Cool.
It looks really similar. I think it has less strings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got... Yeah, there's actually a few that are
Oh.
kind of, like, paired together, so
Oh,
I'm counting 6. But they're, like, spaced off into groups of, like,
Oh,
2, so
I bet
there's
it's
3.
That's so
I bet
cool.
it's like 2. I bet it's like 3 pairs of like octaves or something.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. Okay, so,
Sorry, one thing.
yes.
Since we were talking about the class association with the outfits in particular, you'll notice that my cat-like appearance and my my clothing, it's a bit torn up. It's pretty dirtied. It's
A little more experienced compared to the rest of you.
Yes. It is not clean or prim or proper in any shape or form.
And I'll say, adding to that, you notice that while he does look cool off and on in his own little corner, my boy does look
Like a little ladder.
Yeah, a little.
his armor's new. He looks fresh. He doesn't have a lot of scars anywhere visible. So, despite how he appears,
We're narrating this to the viewers. None of you have a high enough perception or insight to notice any of this.
yeah, okay. Like, I might have the high enough perception to do this, but like, I want everyone to get a good
Exactly.
You want to get the vibes here.
vibes.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, Cameron, essentially all your character picks up is, at least from these 2 characters, inexperienced rich boys trying to get in on the whole mercenary hype thing right
I
now.
see.
Not the coolest. Not the coolest. Now, let me explain the rest of the people here. There are 2 other Messeraki mercenaries, both hooded. One of them has dark hair, while the other is lighter skinned and has a couple piercings. There is a really young, another one, like kind of newer mercenary who is dressed, middle class, like leather armors and robes and such, who seems a little bit nervous. Ed, your character would actually pick up that they are not Ishvara, they're actually Harani, which is good allies. You and the Ishvaram and the Harani people are all good. And then there's an older Ishvara mercenary with salt and pepper short hair. He also seems seasoned and a little unbothered by this whole thing.
I have a question.
Yes.
With the country friends,
Mhm.
are they our Canada or are we their Canada?
They are your Canada.
Gotcha.
All right.
So to speak. Okay.
Warren, I asked you a very important
Oh, was this very important question.
Ooh, that was a bad note.
Oh, I think we said I think it was Turkish fox.
I think it was something else too. That's
Yeah.
why I was asking.
Yeah, you would be much smaller if you were a fennec fox.
I know.
We got a
They're
couple,
just so cute.
we got a couple of furries in our party.
Yeah. Damn it. So let us get started here. The noble's face upon everyone's arrival appears a little bit underwhelmed by the turnout. His lips press as he turns to his attendant, an older man with a balding head and a stern face. Only six bothered to show. The old man responds, 6 fine guards, I'm sure. He huffs a little bit under his breath. Would any of you like to make an insight check just on the vibes of this noble
very
person?
much so.
Flat roll for this one.
Flat roll for this one.
5. This is going in time out.
You will melt in the
4.
sun. 4, oh my god.
21.
Oh, so
Let's
while the rest of you aren't able to pick it up, Josh, your character is able to pick up, oh, this noble is unenthused about this whole thing. He's going to Rukesh to discuss boring policies with Rukesh military. It's not going to be fun.
Oh no, we're escorting Queen Amidala.
I roll my eyes. Ugh.
Can you not mumble, please?
Sorry. It's.
Make your microaggression louder, please.
I was more trying to figure out a better way to put my microaggression because I didn't know the proper way to say it. So
Yeah.
I was whispering it to myself. Sorry. But I was going to say fucking Ishvarami.
They call it a pseudonym?
The denon.
Denon.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, so it's a Meserak, Meseraki, Ishvaram, Ishvara.
Oh.
Ishvara is what someone from Ishvaram is called. But no one will get mad if you say Ishvarami. That's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Purav, the noble, clasps his hand together, and in a few moments, as he does this, he kind of a large caged cart is pulled by a few servants into the pavilion, within something kind of glimmers, as, you see feathers of blue and green. You don't want to check what that might be? A nature check to figure out what animal is in this cage that is now being presented?
I would love to make a
zero?
All of the intelligence rolls. It's a 12 minus 1, so 11.
7. 7.
None of you can identify a peacock.
Oh my god, it's a mystery.
Unfortunate.
What a weird bird.
I like peacock.
Purav, the noble, he twinges in discomfort at the sight of the bird as it comes. He clearly does not like this thing.
Delicious.
We shall prepare to depart once you're all ready. My father's Acharya Sarvesh will give you more details on the mission, and enjoy yourself for now. Someone want to do a history check to figure out what an Acharya is? Someone else here already knows. I'll give you advantage. It'd be really sad if you've forgotten this one.
Good thing you gave me advantage. Wait, no, that's 8. No, that's 8.
Cameron, what'd you get?
Not only was it a nat 1, but it's -1. So just no thoughts. And
No thoughts, head empty. You are staring at that bird sitting on one of the silk curtain rods right now.
Yeah.
It's staring at you.
I rolled 11 for my own culture.
History check?
Yes.
we're off to a great start.
15.
All right, you are able to identify alongside of Ed's character. You're able to identify. An Acharya is a highly respected title given to a learned leader, guru, or spiritual leader within the culture of Ishvaram. Traditionally, an Acharya is a master of various disciplines, like philosophy, theology, music, and magical arts, often serving as advisors or rulers advisors to rulers and influential families. Purav waves himself off for now, clearly not happy about this whole situation, and the Acharya steps forward. Good morning, friends, and may the morning light of Shamshira warm your souls on this fine evening. Every Messeraki rolls their eyes.
Yep.
Your route is planned. Your mission requires some discretion, if you don't mind, so you must avoid the main bridges where you might encounter prying eyes. Instead, you will take the Krumisetu, which is known as the Worm Bridge, a lesser-known bridge that only a few in Ishvaram know of. The Worm Bridge is narrow and unguarded, meant for those who travel in secrecy. You must cross it before nightfall, for once darkness falls, the dangers of this valley will multiply tenfold. The terrain is harsh, but if you move swiftly, you should reach the bridge by afternoon tomorrow. The crossing itself will take around 6 hours, so timing is crucial. His, Sarvesh, the Acharya, his tone becomes a little bit more somber. Once you are on the bridge, you must remain vigilant. The worm bridge is used only in times of necessity by Ishvara. In this time, it will be empty, but that does not mean it is safe. The winds that sweep through the valley are unpredictable this time of year, and there are, as you all know, things that dwell in dark places of this world, unseen and unheard until they strike. If you move quickly and with purpose, you should be able to cross without incident. The two Mezaraki mercenaries kind of like glance warily at each other. The older Ishvara mercenary, who has identified himself at this time as Vishal, accepts a map from Sarvesh and quickly mumbles quietly enough only for Iraj to hear. He's been on this route before, and he can lead the way.
The entire time the Archaea was speaking, I just stopped playing.
Yeah.
I'm at attention. As soon as he stops talking.
Would you all like to roll an insight check just on how confident he is about this mission?
Yes.
10.
10? Damn, Cam.
Yeah, just 9.
9?
8. 7. 6.
Ah,
You said insight?
yeah.
14.
Well, thank God you were paying attention.
That was a flat roll, too.
You notice the Acharya, he actually glances over at the two hooded mercenaries for a second. There's something going on here that's unspoken. But Sarvesh continues. My pupil is the third son of the great TIWARI family of Darjuna. Parav gives Sarvesh a dirty glare from the side at the mention of third son. He is a valuable target for bandits in the area, and due to a recent increase in kidnappings and ransoms, we must do whatever it takes in our power to ensure my master's son makes it safely to Rukesh, untouched and unharmed.
Can do.
I'm nodding along and paying attention, but I'm more looking forward to going back home. Frankly, it's just
You want to get out of here.
I get paid to go back home.
Yeah.
And this just sounds like a good opportunity. So he's not thinking too much about what might happen during this trip. He's just thinking about like what he's gonna do when he gets back.
Mhm. All right. So, who was it? Who was the one who succeeded on the check about the Tiwari family?
I think it was me.
So you get to make one more check then.
Okay, what's the check?
History.
Oh god, another one.
Mhm.
Oh, my flat roll. Don't kill me now. Like 5.
With a 5, yeah, you can't really pin any more information about the Tiwari family that you believe would be useful.
No.
So Sarvesh rises and gives you all a polite bow and says, "As stated, please help yourself in the meantime. We will be prepared to leave in an hour or so." Sarvesh walks off alongside Purav. The servants wheel the peacock away and bring it to the gate of the estate. Now, in the meantime, you are all willing and encouraged to eat, drink, do whatever you need to prepare yourself for this journey ahead. In the meantime, would you all like to introduce your characters' names and what they do?
Yes.
I see.
My character is Iraj Azadi.
Oh.
And he is not a tabaxi, but a shifter, rogue, and fighter.
A human with animalistic qualities.
I see.
Specifically those of a fox heritage.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
very good scout, very good, skill monkey, and perceive things very well, but not good in close quarters combat.
I see.
Got that big old bow.
Yeah.
Long bow.
All right.
Mm-mm.
I'm going
The Dewey of this game.
Dewey build, but I don't have Hunter's Mark or Louis.
Oh, well.
Well, not quite the same.
What about you, Cam? What's your character's name?
My character, he goes simply as Gordo. He is a tabaxi. and he wields 2 scimitars in combat. He is worse off with just one, and he
2 weapons is better than 1.
yes, and much his cat-like reflexes lead him to be quite good at the chase, but also he is very good in close quarters combat, which makes up for
my
that-
deficiency.
that no.
Yes, that's it. Yep.
Yeah.
Ed,
We got
playing the tar in the background.
We're gonna tar and feather
You
you.
get to give yourself intros. It's great.
yeah, it's great. My character is named Raguba.
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 I'm supposed to roll the R and I cannot.
Don't even bother. I will.
Lauren hates it when I try and roll R's.
It just turns into like a W for him.
Yaraj.
Okay. I was like, I have to hear it once.
That's all you needed.
Okay.
And Raguba is not just playing his tar. You can see, like, he's practicing his little magical bits. You can see there's little illusions, like, dancing around while he's doing it. Like, not necessarily, like, making a whole show of it, but he is definitely practicing.
There is some sand on the ground that just kind of like circles you as you play.
So, he is clearly a mage of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, he's definitely the support of the group here.
However, none of you have a high enough passive investigation to identify them as illusions.
I see. So, as far as we're concerned, this is just a magical spell-binding
Right.
performance.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
That's
still a
true.
little...
We can't see through these illusions. I have a +0.
Most people cannot.
Yeah.
So, if that is the case, would we like to move on? You're all preparing yourselves, unless any of you would like to introduce. I'll also introduce all of your allies as well.
Yeah, I'd say that what I would be doing during this time would be, after everything is settled, he would stock up a little bit, go and pick things from the table of, like,
Mhm.
just a few things, slip them into his pouch for later.
Mhm.
He needs some snacks for the road.
Yes.
But he is very deftly taking some food out
Mhm.
I see.
as he moves around.
That guy's got the right idea.
Yeah.
I need some snacks for the road.
You both are like, oh, good idea. And you see, like, a couple of them also just like, yeah, sure. One of the mercenaries, like, opens up a big pouch and just scoops it in. And you just see a servant off to the side just go,
Now, I have a passive stealth of 17.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
I'm not sure how many people actually notice.
Well, you're doing it in front of everyone, so that's not passive stealth.
True.
But, regardless,
On one hand, barbaric. On the other hand, very funny. I approve.
Yes.
you like, externally scoff a little bit, but internally you're going, Alright, if that is the case, let us move on. Under the shade of a sprawling tree by the estate's walls, the rest of the mercenaries wait alongside Purav and Sarvesh. A tan mule is hitched to a cart carrying a large, ornate cage that houses the restless peacock. Purav, seated anxiously in the front of the cart, seems visibly unsettled by the bird's presence, his gaze flickering nervously towards the beast behind him. Sarvesh kind of turns to him and says, "It'll only be a few days to Rukesh, Purav. It's a beautiful city." Purav huffs in frustration and doesn't respond. You all know that this gift, which is the peacock, is meant to be presented to the governor of Rukesh, known as the satrap.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Your job? Escort Purav TIWARI and the package to the satrap of Rukesh, untouched.
Don't touch the peacock.
As the caravan prepares to set off, our friend, Ragoba,
Ragoba.
he has a friend that he summons to his side.
So, at this time, Ragoba, he's like, oh, fuck, okay. He looks like this is like something he's gotta do. And he pulls out his coin purse and just counts out 50 fucking gold pieces. And every time he pulls out a gold piece, a bird comes down and swoops in, takes it, and flies away. And this happens for like the next 10 minutes for those paying attention. And
Can I watch this entire thing? I'm like
Yeah.
watching it go.
You have a high enough passive perception to notice this.
Yeah, Gordo's not trying to question his surroundings, but he is looking at this and wondering
Yeah.
what the fuck.
and then as soon as the 50th gold piece is given, the bird squawks, "Thank you," flies away, and it's going to be back.
It's gonna be that.
Would you, Iraj, would you like to make a nature check to identify what kind of bird that is? Because it is large, it is black, but it has a beautiful yellow crown, or almost necklace around itself.
You give the nature check to me, why don't you?
Well, you're the...
8!
That looks like a fancy crow.
That's
That's a fancy big
The
crow.
reason he like locked onto it so much was just because of the fact that like, you know, hunter's instincts, like
Mhm.
bird is in the air, like watching it, and he's just tracking it up and down the entire time.
Your ears are pressed back as you watch it.
Yeah.
But yes, you did hear that clearly, Iraj. It did speak. Quite clearly, actually.
Well, you know what's there. He narrows his eyes to like a slit as he eyes you.
As the caravan prepares to set off, one of the mercenaries steps forward, taking the mule by its lead. The mule snorts softly, and its hooves crunch against the gravel as it begins to pull the cart away from the mansion. The wheels creak under the weight of the cage and its anxious occupant, Parav, seated uneasily on the cart, casting a last glance at Sarvesh. The other mercenaries exchange glances but say nothing, accustomed to the unspoken rules of their profession. Sarvesh remains standing at the gate, his hands clasped behind his back. His expression is unreadable, but there's a sternness in his eyes as he watches the caravan depart. Insight check?
Yeah. Sight. Already memorizing my numbers. 19.
19.
Hey, me too.
Yo!
Hey!
16.
All right, you all pass this. There's a subtle tension in Sarvesh's posture, a quiet anticipation, as if he's waiting for something only he knows will come. He does not think you'll survive this journey. Sarvesh turns away, retreating into the shadows of the mansion.
Nice, thank you.
This thing we're going to survive?
Wow, this
I don't want to die.
ye of little faith. I think we'll be fine.
I seek to prove him wrong.
Beyond,
Back home.
beyond the city walls lies the RÜH-E, known as the Barren Soul. The desert here is among the hottest places known to man in the material plane, with summer temperatures soaring to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. During the late Bade-Sad Obist Ruzé, the winds of 120 days, the desert gales commonly reach speeds of 20 miles an hour, with occasional gusts exceeding 60 miles an hour. Surprisingly, the Red Valley provides shelter from the seasonal terror. The winds are many months from beginning, but the heat will get more intense midday as the summer comes slowly. For now, the weather is mild. The sun beats down on a clear day, illuminating the golden waves that stretch endlessly into the horizon. Before you all stretch the treacherous path that will lead you westward towards the distant city of Rakesh, the rust-colored sands kind of shift on the wind and whisper. There have been countless lives claimed by this unforgiving place during the wars that came under the bloody moons of Ragnarok just 40 years prior. As the sun climbs higher, casting a harsh light on and over the arid landscape, the peacock in the cage grows increasingly distressed as the hours of silence pass. Its once vibrant feathers are now dulled by dust and heat, and it rustles anxiously in the bars of its confinement. The peacock's sharp howls pierce the air, and it draws annoyance from the rest of the group, but especially Purav. Oh my god, I hate this thing! Make it stop! Do you guys want to try and make it stop? Because here's what the rest of the group thinks. The bird's agitation is not just an inconvenience. It feels like a bad omen to a lot of you. Tarun, who was the young Harani man, seems very sensitive to the like screeching. Every time it screeched, like he like crunches in on himself, like, oh, this poor bird, this is terrible. And you actually hear him, like, whispering under his breath, only a prayer that Ragoba would be able to identify as just a general, like, prayer to Shamshira, the sun, being like, please don't curse our journey with, like the maltreatment of this animal. Meanwhile, the two Mesaraki mercenaries, Zubin and Rostin, argue, like, are kind of being like, leave it. We just need to keep moving. We're wasting time on this bird.
We can't touch it.
Yeah, we shouldn't touch it. Meanwhile, the elderly mercenary, Vishal, sees, like, the distress, and he's just like, it is a bad omen. We should try and calm it. What do y'all think we should do?
Well, animal handling is a +2, but intimidation is a +1.
My intimidation is a +5. But I don't know how you can intimidate a peacock to...
Peacocks are notoriously angry.
Yes.
Make it scared into submission.
I don't know what it, like a peacock. I don't know what its like natural habitat is. I don't know. I don't even know what a peacock.
You guys couldn't even identify a peacock.
No,
Yeah.
it just looks like a really fucking weird bird to us.
With beautiful long-tailed feathers that actually kind of, like, fall out of the cart that it's being carried in.
Could put a bag over the head if it's that bad.
Oh, not even the bag. We could just throw it over the cage. And then you hear, like, the young man, Tadrin, be like, well, it'll die of heat stroke if we do that. And then you hear the two Mesarakis being like, they didn't say we had to bring it alive. And you just see Prurov going, oh my god. Already disastrous.
Did say untouched. I think that means alive.
We don't need to kill it. I could perhaps... The bird is the natural prey of the cat. I wonder if I could assert that dominance by just giving it a little scare.
And you just see, like, Prurov, like, sure, go ahead, I don't care.
Okay, so Gordo jumps in, and he bares his fangs and he hisses.
All right, go ahead.
Very rapidly. Next one.
You look that bird dead in the eyes, and you just see, like, you shut the fuck. And this bird just, like, its singular brain cell just kind of activates for a second, and it just kind of retreats into the corner and just.
The sake of the mission tells me that the sake of the mission requires that you shut up.
And so,
and then once the bird is backed off, Gordo takes a step back and just gives us a warm smile. Just good. You'll be hearing from me again if you make more noise.
Sort of.
Thanks, cat. So Prurrov's just like, at least I got to shut up. And you see him, like, try and, like, anxiously, like, readjust himself, as he also was afraid of that.
I think everyone's a little bit off-put now.
Whoa, spooky.
It's crazy. Iraj is, steps back a few from Gordo after that. Just eyes him a little bit more warily, but is a little, like, respect. You got to shut up.
Yes.
Without killing it.
Fret not. I only use that skill if I absolutely need to, and only upon those who I am opposed to in a given situation.
Just like loyal misery.
That's just like, you just get back on the pack. You're just like, hell yeah, you do.
Immediate camaraderie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well, I knew what their mate looked like.
If only I knew what a female peacock looked like. All right.
Well, I don't know.
Or maybe you know. The caravan, now weak and weary from the day's journey walking through the desert, you find a sheltered spot among a cluster of rocks to set up camp for the night, as the temperatures begin to plummet and visibility drops to near nothing other than moonlight. How do you help set up camp?
Yeah, could I help in scouting around and
Making sure it's safe.
it's safe?
Survival check, go ahead. What about the rest of you? Setting up fire, what are you doing? Perhaps our musician could provide some entertainment to the nobleman.
Yeah, I could provide some entertainment. I
17 for survival.
17 sounds good.
I will help get the fire started.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead, survival check, yeah. I'll say advantage.
Do you have a tinderbox? Because if you have just a...
Oh, if you have a tinderbox, you do.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you light the fire.
Cool.
Ed, as you are, like, not necessarily talking to, but at least playing some music to try and calm Parav, he's just not in a good mood. However, you do notice, like, he seems to be, like, fiddling with his pockets quite a bit, and just generally seems anxious.
Well,
Crap, I was going to say something and completely blanked. Completely blanked.
Hey, buddy, you okay?
What's going on with you?
was it? Just calm down, mate. It's just a song.
Hey, so you doing all right?
I mean, we've never had to cross the valley before. Not excited. I've heard many stories, and frankly, and he kind of like sucks through his teeth like he's angry about something, and he goes, I feel like this was a job designed for a third son.
Third, can I,
You would just know intrinsically that he's just a less important son.
Gotcha. Oh, I read this is completely different.
You know, like the Baldur's Gate 3 joke, Minthara, so like, fucking Ned, third son's disgusting. You aren't the second son, that's the backup. The third son is the backup's backup.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Parav clearly, yeah. I'd say actually he's around your age as well, so you're both quite young.
But if it means anything, third son sometimes gets some action. It's always necessary.
How many times have you crossed the valley before?
Do you have a different question?
Oh.
He kind of like narrows his eyes. I requested experienced mercenaries for this.
Well, you got mercenaries?
And he just sighs, putting his head in his hands.
boy.
So the mercenaries at this point are working quickly, pitching tents and securing the mule in the cart. A small fire is lit and dug into the sand, its flames flickering weakly in the cool night air, providing just enough warmth and light to drive away the darkness.
With the survival check, 17.
You find a lovely spot for now.
Okay. Oh, I was mainly scouting to make sure everything was safe around.
Yes.
Okay.
From what you can see.
Alright.
But at this time, unless any of you guys wish to have further conversations with Purav or any of your allies, now is the opportunity. Other than that, we will cut to night. So
Raj would spend most of his time sitting near the Mizrakis.
Yep. Rostin and Zubin.
Them, and also if Gordo was with them, also with Gordo.
If Gordo is invited, then Gordo will join.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Presume you're Mizrak.
Yes.
They are off like a little silent, but Rostin is the one who speaks a little bit more, and you can learn just by looking at them, giving them a good look. These two are brothers.
So, how many times have you crossed the desert?
Rostin kind of like thinks to himself for a second. We've crossed a handful of times, not the most experienced, but enough to be comfortable.
I see. It's just well, fairly new then, aren't we?
I mean, a lot of mercenary work isn't just transporting back and forth. Sometimes it's, going in and getting a bounty, Rukesh has a lovely legal bounty system.
Oh, yes.
Very well. Indeed.
Pays quite well. Better than this.
Oh, yeah, I'll be happy to get back.
It is understandable that we are a party of relatively inexperienced mercenaries in terms of experience in the Red Valley, because many that enter don't leave.
Exactly. And they're only paid... That noble fuck is only paying us 150 darks each. If they truly...
50. He said he was paying me 100 darks.
That conniving Ishvara bitch! You'd think that with an estate like that they could pay us more.
Well, if it will get me a decent meal when I get back, that's still better than square one. I don't have a lot.
Well, the more you work this job, the more you'll get paid, the better jobs you'll be offered. You work your way up slowly.
I'm hoping so.
It's a popular job these days.
Mainly here for experience. I doubt. So,
Oh, you're here for experience? What kind of experience? Encounters with death?
military, combat.
Oh. You ever killed a man, military boy? They smile at you.
What? Yes, I have.
Is that a deception check? Or is that a persuasion check?
Persuasion check.
Okay.
Is it convincing?
Yeah. Has this little boy with a bow ever killed a man?
Yes! I did. 4! hang on. Persuasion? Persuasion. -1. 3! My voice cracks. Yes!
I bet with that bow you weren't even close enough to see the guts spilling out of them.
I mean, that's absolutely the truth. That is absolutely the truth. Yes, he's killed a person, but it's been from so far away.
He's an insanely good shot that it let him, completely, disconnect from the kill.
Barely even
You're
a
gonna
kill.
see a person die in front of you and be like, oh my god, is this what it's like up close?
Yeah.
But they chuckle a little bit, pat your back. They're just fucking with you. They don't mean it.
Yeah.
But
And he laughs, but he, kind of looks a little embarrassed. But, he still has his face covering on, so it's hard to see, but,
oh, it's dusty out. You all have face coverings on. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can't really see it, but, he's kind of blushing in embarrassment from, the heckling.
No one else has high enough insight to notice.
I know.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Your passive deception, I believe, is 9. So everyone can notice it. The 5'4" little fox man shrivels up even shorter.
His ears twitch. He scratches his head in a little bit of sheepishness. That's funny. I like that.
But
I have such great insight. I have such great perception. I have absolute dog shit deception, persuasion, and intimidation.
He's playing the charisma dump now.
He's just playing the little nerd in high school that was clearly crushing on a girl and everybody knew it, but he thought that he was hiding it.
I don't have a crush. I don't. The whole face is red.
Exactly. I will say, Gordo, even though the others are kind of making fun of him for it, he's silently just very endeared by all this.
Yeah.
Reminds him of a younger version of himself.
Aww.
Gordo.
A younger
Gordo only killed one man. But anyways, back to our friend Ragoba and Purav. You are probably sitting alongside Tarun and Vishal as well. Vishal's mainly keeping a watch. He's, older, wiser man, making sure all of these newbies stay safe. He clearly does, actually, upon looking at the map and kind of running you all through the route. You guys are all actually working and talking about the route, while those fuckers are just drinking and jesting with one another.
I'm good at. I hope they're good at fighting. They're just over there goofing off.
As they always do. Drunkards, most of them are. That's what, you actually hear Purav telling you this. I requested Ishvara mercenaries, but no, they said that was illegal and discriminatory.
Oh, they have fair law, fair labor law.
I just saying, if we're going to go across the most dangerous place I am aware of, it'd be pretty nice to have these so-called savages on our side.
I suppose you have a point. And you actually see, Tarun kind of, He speaks up a little bit shyer, just being like,
I
yeah,
do need the scare quotes to show some level of
understanding.
yeah.
And you're actually hearing like the younger Harani boy. He kind of like looks over to you and he's just like, "You're really good with that tar. How'd you learn?"
Well, a little bit of a long story, but when I was younger, my parents just had a whole old tar lying around, and parents showed me a few chords, and I felt something just sink, something pop.
He smiles.
I started able to create magic, and and as I start playing, you could see like the dirt, the sand on the ground start moving around and starting to create little mini illusions. And
You see, Tarun smiles at this, and even Vishal like gives like a little like upturn of his cheek. But you see Purav, who's like minorly impressed, but he's had people perform magic before him before, and he's just like, yeah, it's pretty good.
I spend most of my life trying to learn the theory behind it, as opposed to many magicians just learning.
You sound like my father's Acharya.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Trying to dissect the inner machinations of the universe, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he kind of like presses his head a little bit and says, "Have any of you..." And he tries to think of a polite word for it, and the word he selects is not polite. Uneducated folks, familiar with the lore of the Red Valley, not just the murder and savagery as we spoke of, but what created the valley.
Is that a question for everyone?
This is a question for the camp is split in two right
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because it looked like you were looking at me when you...
Unless you're listening, you could be like, now that you're shameful and everyone else is like laughing, your ears are like flicking backwards so you can hear this conversation.
Sure. Yeah, I won't interact on it.
Yeah.
I think it would be interesting.
I mean, with your crazy high perception score,
Yeah.
you probably would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got the big old ears.
Expertise in perception and stealth.
I'll just assume with my... Oh, I got passive perception of 12, but...
Nope, not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still. You are making friends with Zubin and Rostin. Right
Exactly,
now.
we're chatting. We're having a good time.
All right, but you haven't.
I've heard bits and pieces, but I don't know the whole.
Well, in the ancient days, before the Red Valley was carved from the earth and the old kingdom split, there was a Bozorgan, Anahita. You would all know at this point that the term Bozorgan means Jotun in this world. You can just say gods, but when I do use that term, I'm specifically referring to the old Jotun who had passed away in Ragnarok 40 years ago.
Oh, so tragic.
Oh, so tragic. But her name was Anahita, a loved elder goddess of life, wisdom, water. She blessed the RÜH-E with her presence. Her sacred river was once a lifeline to these people, flowing from the mountains to the heart of the valley, bringing sustenance and harmony to both the Ishvara and Mesaraki people before their kingdom split. But when the Great Schism shattered the land, the valley erupted, swallowing Anahita's river and herself into the void. The rift tore apart the landscape. Anahita plummeted into the chasm, and her presence vanished into the shadows of this newly formed Red Valley. Since this event, whispers of her ghost fill the air, with tales of her spectral figure seen weeping at the edges of the rift, haunting the echoes, mourning her river. And Parab kind of leans forward. And that is why the Ishvara have a second name for the valley, the Divine Sorrow, the goddess of birth and water, gone along with the old United Kingdom.
British.
Oh, the United Kingdom!
United Kingdom. Brexit ruins.
Oh shit, that's where they got all the tea.
All the teas from the valley.
All the teas from the valley.
The Scotland Valley.
All right. So, unless there's anything else you all would like to speak about, shall we move on?
I think we shall move on, unless...
No, I
got
just
everything.
listened in on that little conversation, filed it away in my brain, and then went back to hanging out.
All of the lore that I shared today, I will post in the Discord.
I appreciate that because
It's a lore dump session. It's the first one.
Yep.
So,
Not many.
the desert is silent, save for the occasional rustle of wind through the sparse bush and the distant call of nocturnal creatures. Overhead, the sky is clear, revealing a blanket of stars that seem almost close enough to touch. Despite the stillness, there's an undercurrent of tension among the divided group, a shared understanding that this place's dangers do not rest with the setting sun. How are we going to be doing watches?
Good question.
I can take any of the watches, but I'll take one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which one,
What
though.
if we just kept the exact same order as the last campaign?
I have dark vision.
Yeah.
So you have dark vision.
I
Only one without dark vision is the human, which is Edison.
Yes.
Is there any time where Edison can be on watch and not get fucked by the fact that he doesn't have dark vision?
The lovely part about the night is the full moon. It's quite bright out, but still not enough to perceive much beyond the fire that's lit right now.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It's dim light for everywhere, and then it's bright light around the campfire.
Yep, so you can actively perceive anything within the campfire light. Everyone else would have disadvantage because of how dark it is, but there's still moonlight.
Gotcha.
All right.
Then
If you all don't mind, I'm going to pause the recording. You guys can come up with who you want to sit with for watches. If you all want to sit together and that's how you all get to know each other, sure. But it's up to you. I'll pause it for now.
okay.
All right. At this point, between discussion, it has been decided by the mercenaries that our group, Iraj, Gordo, and Dragoba, will be taking the second watch due to their dark vision. The rest of them, unfortunately, humans, halflings, do not have it. Whoops. I'm actually wowed that halflings don't, but I mean, it kind of makes sense because they're just little people.
And they're also not like dwarves and gnomes. They're not underdwellers.
Yeah.
Like they live in dwellings under hills and under structures. Like they don't live their lives under there.
Right.
The dwarves do. So they don't get dark vision, which I think makes sense.
Okay.
The halflings are some of the closest you can get to being human without being human.
Right? Yep.
Just really, really short humans. They're just tiny,
just like hobbits.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, if that is the case, I'm going to set up the board for no reason whatsoever.
No reason whatsoever. I love it when
you say that.
when you want me
That
to
always makes me sing this.
so start the combat or before.
I will tell you when.
Got it.
All right. On the second watch, Gordo, Iraj, and Dragoba awaken. You sit around the fire. What do you do in the meantime? And then we'll roll our perception checks.
Raj is whittling on like the very end of an arrow, like he's sharpening the tip of it, and he's like occasionally casting glances around, looking for anything out on the horizon.
Yes.
But
I was gonna say a lot of the same. Like Gordo.
shit, you're doing the same.
Well, Gordo is just sort of he is keeping an eye out as he's supposed to, but he's sort of checking his equipment, looking at his weapons, his scimitar, making sure that they are as sharp as they should be.
Yeah, you got your whetstone out.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Sounds good.
Yep.
And you're just continuing to strum.
Yeah. I like tune the instrument, making sure everything's all good.
Do you have a friend perched nearby?
The friend is perched nearby, actually.
Oh, can I do something? So while I am doing my watch, looking around, every time you're like playing guitar,
His ear flicks. You're pissing him off.
Just, oh, in like a negative way.
Do you ever stop?
Not really.
Could be giving away our position.
Probably not.
How can you be so sure?
Well, the smart boy knows that you're much more likely to give away your position with the fire that's lit in the middle of the desert.
Well, there's the fire for one. That probably give away our position.
The loud peacock.
Far better. The peacock.
The peacock's
Even the
still.
mule.
The peacock has still been going this entire. Like,
The peacock is now too scared to act up,
I see.
but they are still pretty
Around the corner in the cage.
I made
Yeah.
sure of that.
Nat 1 animal abuse. I'm sorry, Nat 20 animal abuse.
Yes.
Thank God Tyler's not here.
Oh, poor Tyler. They scared the peacock.
Oh.
All right, so if that is the case, and after a little bit of witty back and forth, can you all make perception checks?
Yes.
Ed, make yours at disadvantage.
Can I make my familiar do the perception check?
You absolutely can. Would you like to describe your friend nearby?
Yeah, so this bird with this pretty much a crow with its majestic golden crown thingy it's got going on there, swoops down to me. I give a little pat on the head, and my eyes glaze over, and the bird takes off and flies a radius around the place.
All right, your bird also does not have dark vision.
It also does not have dark vision, but it's better than nothing.
Yes. All right. Actually, I'm going to check. I don't think they do, because we're using Raven, right? Yes, they do not. They have a +3 perception.
Oh, it was 10 gold, not 50 gold. It was 10 gold I did that with.
Oh, yeah, you did not. You paid the bird 50 gold, which was 1/3 of your reward for doing this.
Wait, 1/3?
So, am I doing just my normal perception roll?
Yes, so it would be +3.
+3.
Yeah, with disadvantage.
I got a +2 perception.
Yeah, so +3 for the bird.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's better than me.
Yeah,
I got a 16.
16.
And I rolled a 17 +2.
Alright.
Yeah, so did pretty good.
6.
All right, so everyone except for Ragoba notices something. Under the faint light of the full moon, a pair of gleaming eyes catch your attention within the bushes.
Look alive, lights.
The creature is nearly invisible in the darkness. A tiger, its fur blending seamlessly with the bushes and shadows. It's careful. Movements are slow and calculated as it inches closer to the firelight's edge. It's eyeing the mule attached to the cart.
I'd like to take out my longbow and notch an arrow and point it at the tiger and just hold an action. If it goes for the mule, I'll take a shot.
Sounds good. Gordo, you also notice this. With a stealth or survival check, a stealth check, you can wake up everyone else if you'd like. With a survival check, you might be able to... Tigers are... You guys have never probably seen a tiger before, but you've heard of them. These striped, menacing beasts that, despite being so large, can just vanish into the shadows. Or you can intimidate the animal again. It's up to you.
Well, now I feel like
At the
that.
moment, you are completely blindsided, just going... You see, quite literally blind and deaf at this very moment.
Oh yeah, you don't even see me like getting up and like.
You are warning right now.
Exactly.
He is ascending to another plane.
Yeah, well, I'm just using muscle memory playing while blind and deaf. I hear myself playing from far away.
What was
That's awesome.
What was the survival option again? The
You could try to like frighten it, like maybe with the fire. You could try and frighten it.
oh okay.
But you could also like shout at it and try
Yeah.
and make it go away.
With the intimidation.
Yes, you could try and do that.
Okay.
Or you can make it your friend with an animal handling check.
My animal handling is a flat roll.
So
If I was Dewey, absolutely, but no. I'm gonna try to intimidate it away.
all right, go ahead.
Yes.
Gordo, you point your sword at it.
I get my swords out in like in like a ready to go stance. maybe not like hissing. I want to intimidate him more in like a man sort of way, a cat way.
Yeah.
Because trying to intimidate a tiger would sort of be like a come on.
Your ears are your ears are pointed,
Yeah.
and like you kind of have a scowl on your face, but predators don't like it when things approach them.
Yes.
So you slowly begin walking
Yes,
towards that
yes,
scowling.
exactly.
Go ahead.
Well, that was a 4 plus 5, so 9.
All right, if that is the case, please roll initiative because
take
this
a
tiger
shot.
is pissed.
Do I take the shot?
Yes, you take a shot.
All right.
Ragoba of someone just shot an arrow. You snap out of your body. Huh? What's going on? Roll
19 to hit.
initiative with disadvantage.
Right. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Do I get sneak attack?
You do not, because it did see you.
So, you hit with a. I need to have advantage. Yeah.
So flat roll. Roll the damage for that.
Quite close enough for me to get the 5. Minimum damage.
Oh, boy. 4 damage. All right, roll initiative.
Yeah, I did. So I got an 18.
18 for Gordo.
Yes, or it's 18 plus 3 is my initiative. So that's,
All right.
Yeah, pretty good.
Why?
Iraj, what did you roll?
Hopped. 16.
16. And Ed, what'd you roll?
12.
12. All right, let's get started here. The tiger with a 19 is at top of initiative. It is going to.
Oh my god.
It is going to pounce on Gordo here.
Oh, okay.
As you have turned its attention away from the mule and now at you.
Let me.
Yep, time to take a picture. Go ahead.
Hey, I know that sound effect. Yeah, okay, I don't have any sort of... I can't do anything reactionary. So, yeah, he's just gonna attack.
All right, sounds good. So the tiger is going to attack because it was lunging 20 feet straight towards you, and it's going to claw attack you. It does have to hit.
What can you do a thing?
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. Yeah.
I'm just going to shift this that I'm facing.
All right, so claw attack. That's going to be a 5 plus a 6. Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
It pounces towards you, and you're able to roll out of the way as it kind of like skitters in the sand, like right next to you.
Watch out!
You now see the tiger. You like
the harmonics.
the tar just kind of goes like, oh shit. All right.
That's how you scream in fear, is just using pinch harmonics.
Yep. So it misses you, but it is still eyeing you, growling. It is your turn, Gordo.
Okay.
Gordo's
Okay. For Gordo's first attack in this campaign, we're going to keep things simple. Just do a simple slashing scimitar attack.
Mm-hmm. You technically get 2 attacks
Yes.
because you get the action attack and then the bonus action attack with your weapon in your offhand.
Okay, perfect. Make sure I get a d6 out, because I'll need that shortly. So first attack. That's a 9 plus 5. 14.
9 plus 5, a 14 does hit.
Sweet! And then, should I roll the...
Yeah, go ahead, roll damage.
Oh, damage?
Now, here's the lovely thing about paladins. Paladins can add smite after knowing it hits. So I'm gonna say we're gonna skip off on the smite for now, but I'm just letting you know.
That's fair.
So once you every time you crit, you add that smite to it because that dice is also doubled.
I see.
That's why they're so. All right. So what do you roll for damage?
I rolled a 3 plus 3, 6.
So, all right, 6 damage. All right, roll your second attack.
All right. 19!
Nice. Go ahead.
All right. Starting out strong.
Wait, doesn't it?
2 plus 3.
So 5 damage.
So
What are you looking up, Josh?
I was looking up something. No, it's not important right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So just a very quick.
Yep. Gordo is beating up this tiger. It is unhappy. Iraj, it is your turn.
Watch
You
out!
want to back up and shoot it?
Yes, I'm gonna back up a little bit and just take one quick shot with my longbow. 10.
10 does not hit. The arrow
Yeah.
goes right past it.
That was 3 plus 7.
Did you have advantage because he's within 5 feet?
No, I don't get advantage because of that. I get, I have to have advantage on the attack roll in order to add sneak attack.
Ah.
If there is a target with
Oh,
5
so
feet of
okay,
it.
so if you would have hit, you would have gotten sneak attack.
Yeah.
Never mind then. All right, Ed, it's your turn.
All right. So, based on like how everyone's organized,
Mhm.
it's the tiger,
Mm-hmm.
then Cameron right in front,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm about further back. I have a hard
Yep.
time seeing.
Yeah, you are right here next to the fire.
All right. So behind me, I'm gonna cast Silent Image
Mm-hmm.
and make a 15-foot tall shadow monster.
Okay.
To try to scare the shit out of this tiger.
Sounds good. Do you want to roll? Wait, so it would be. So what would it do?
So
Does it? You roll intimidation to make it intimidating?
first off, I'm not exactly sure how you would roll the intimidation, but it needs to do investigation check if it wants to know if it's real.
All right, sounds good. So
My spell said DC.
the rest of you see, Gordo, you're a little bit too focused on attacking this tiger right now, but Iraj, with your passive perception, you do see emerging from the shadows flickering of this campfire light, you see like an arm just kind of crawl out of the sand towards the tiger. The tiger's eyes like flit towards it and its ears press. It is the tiger's turn. Its passive investigation does not pass, but it would need to... So it would have to use its action?
Wait, yeah. Yeah, it would have to use an action to do an intelligence check, investigation against my spell save DC.
Alright, how about this? I'll give you intimidation with advantage.
Okay. So do you want to just roll that right now?
Yeah, because a tiger wasting its whole turn staring at a shadow is not the most climactic thing.
It's going to die.
That's an 11. That's not great.
An 11? Alright. With an 11, you see that it's, like, become wary of the area you are, so it's probably not going to attack you, but it's going to continue to attack Gordo in fear.
Horse beyond my comprehension? Well,
Yes.
I can't comprehend it.
Oh, god damn it.
I am just a simple tiger.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so it is the tiger's turn. It's going to make another, actually, it's probably just gonna... Yeah, I think it's just gonna claw attack. So, Gordo.
Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion. You could also reason that if it was not intimidated by the shadow monster, it might try and attack it, and then realize that it is an illusion by wasting
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah, but you said it was over here, right?
Yeah, it is further behind.
Yeah. Okay. In the future, though, that's a good idea.
Yeah, sorry, just thinking about that would be a logical assumption for a creature like that. Yeah.
You, Ragoba has secured your area to make sure you're safe, but with a 15 plus 6, 21, does that hit?
that hits.
All right, with a claw attack, that's pretty good. That's 12 slashing damage as it just goes right across your face, growling. It's your turn, Gordo.
Well, I'm down to 4 HP now, so fuck. Okay, so if he wasn't taking this seriously before, then he really is now.
All right, go ahead.
So, just, yeah, same thing. Just fucking that.
Oof. Second attack.
You failed. Plus 5, 9.
That's not enough. I'll just say, like, thematically, do you want to actually take a picture here, Josh?
Oh, yeah.
Thematically, like, you were kind of on the ground as it's on top of you, and it's trying to, like, bite at your face, and you're trying to, like, hold it away from you.
You said it slashed his face, right?
Yeah, probably just, like, kind of around that area.
Okay, yeah, so his vision is probably a little bit fucked up
Yeah.
right now, and he's got blood.
He ain't doing so hot. Iraj, your cat friend is being attacked by an actual cat.
Oh.
A big cat, even.
A big cat.
Am I safe from that? Not, by the way.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, good.
Ah, me! Right. You're right.
Right, that's my character's name.
That's my character. I'm going to take another fucking shot. I'm going to try and get a clearer shot, though.
It's so Johnny's still
Over here. And then I'm gonna take aim and pew pew. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit. As this happens, the mule kind of rears up in fear and realization for what's going on, and everyone is stirring now to wake up.
And yes, I do 14 points of piercing damage as I do 8 and 3 for my damage.
Where do you shoot it?
I shoot it in its back flank towards
Yeah.
like its hip.
You also
now
now
it's
hit
like-
it right in the hip. Ooh.
Yeah, now it's like limping.
It like as it does that, like it looks away from Gordo for a second just to like let out a cry of pain. Ed, it's Ragova's turn.
It's a Ragova's turn.
Your buddy here is low health. What does the support do? Leave him to touch.
Mizuraki.
Well, I'm just trying to think of a
cool riff to heal me with.
What? Whammy!
runs up to your Gears moves.
Ragova rushes up to Gordo, who's near the ground, and puts your hand on his shoulder. What are the words you say that like help him? Or is it just that you're playing your guitar like right next to him?
He's
like,
he's one of those musicians who just communicates better through music
Yeah.
than speaking.
yep.
Such a lovely melody.
All right, you want to roll the healing?
I grabbed the. Alright, so you get a fat 5 HP.
Yo.
Dunsmith's
Low levels.
2 plus 3?
Yep.
My face still hurts, but that sounded nice.
Ah!
So 9 out of 16. Okay.
Alright, we can deal.
As
Move away from the tiger too, or you wanna...
you don't want to absorb an attack.
Yeah, I don't want to sort of tap, but I'm falling back after slapping him on the ass.
Okay. So, you stay within its range, then? You said
Oh.
falling back, because
Oh, does me slapping him on the ass put me in danger?
you are within... you know what? You can walk around.
could've-
You can run.
yeah.
You can run around over here. Yeah, you're fine. So if that is the case, we are back up to the tiger's turn, who, looking around, realizes that it is kind of in dire danger, and it shoots a glare towards Iraj before disengaging and running away.
How fast is it?
It is 40 feet.
That's not fast enough.
All right, you want to keep
I'm
shooting
going
it?
to chase after it and take another fucking shot before it can escape.
All right.
18 plus 7.
All right. Roll damage.
10.
10 damage. It disappears into the night.
Damn.
Everyone's like, what happened? And right now the mule is freaking the fuck out. The peacock is freaking the fuck out. Everyone's awake. What happened? What happened?
A tiger tried to get at the mule.
Damn tiger attacked. We chased it off.
Put her out.
Order, you okay?
I drop concentration on the shadow monster.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, what the hell?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. That was very fuzzy.
We forgot to react to that. Shit.
You guys were too combat focused.
Yeah,
It was a more immediate threat.
exactly. My face has seen better days. That was a mighty claw that tiger had.
Do we have any potions?
Do we?
Pudrov, like, kind of speaks about this. What happened? And he's, like, still waking up, like, health potions? Were you hurt? Clearly not paying attention to what you just said.
Everything's okay. Go back to bed. We
Okay.
can handle this.
Okay. And he goes back into his tent, and he's just like, God damn it.
I go check out. I assume there's like blood spatters from the tiger on the ground. Can I go like look and see the trail and just like maybe do a nature or investigation
Survival check.
survival check? Tracking it a little bit. 16.
With a 16, it definitely fled off somewhere safe to recover, farther away from here. You could track it down if you wanted to.
I'm so tempted. How hurt was it when it was running away?
It was bloodied when it was running away, and then you added another 10 damage on top of it.
It's very close.
You know, Iraj, a tiger pelt would be a lovely gift to the satrap.
With my stealth of 17, Raj just kind of disappears.
You go off on your own, or do you, because you can convince people to help you. They would totally be on board.
I'll he'll say before he disappears, I'm going to kill that tiger before it comes back. It's nearly dead anyways.
You'll probably need some help hauling the body back, though.
Yeah, that is true.
I'll come with. I have a score to settle.
Fair enough.
There's blood matted into your fur right now. You're
Yeah.
not happy.
Yeah.
You get lay on hands at second, or
I think you do have lay on hands. You can heal yourself if you want to top
No
yourself
shit.
off.
No shit. I'm alone.
paladins do get access.
Yes, I do.
Yep. So it's a free little health pool for you.
Sweet.
You can also share it with others if need be, but it
Paladins
is-
notoriously use it selfishly. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, don't feel bad.
You're a frontliner. You're allowed to heal yourself.
You might have to slap yourself on the ass for that.
Okay, so
Say good game yourself.
let's see. How does this work? So that's
So you essentially have to lay your hands on something so you can clutch your chest,
where you're
feel the rage and vengeance within you, and that wound heals a little bit. The blood's still there, but you're no longer actively bleeding. How much do you heal yourself for?
Okay, so I gotta.
You don't have to roll. You get to.
Oh, I get to
it's a pool. You get to pick how much you heal.
Oh,
from
so
the pool.
so like for the pool, one charge is like 1 HP.
No. How much healing does it say you have for laying hands?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Those
sorry. I think I just need to read this from the
It's
beginning.
literally a healing
Yeah.
pool that you can be like, I have 10 points in my healing pool. I'm going to use all of them to heal me right now.
Or you can use it 10 separate times to bring up that one friend that keeps on going down.
Yeah.
You can restore a total number of hit points equal to your paladin level times 5.
Yeah, so right now you're a second level paladin.
Yeah.
So 10.
5 times 2.
So one charge I could heal 10 HP.
Yeah,
Okay,
you don't need 10. You have 9 out of 16 right now, so you would only need 7. So use 7 of the 10 to heal yourself up to full.
Okay.
All right.
Then you have 3 left over just in case.
Understood. Okay, now I understand. Okay.
I'm assuming you stay here, put everyone back to sleep with your melodious tar. Yeah, thank you. You're very helpful. All right, so if that is the case, can we get a stealth check from both of you? You already succeeded on the survival check, so you can hunt it down.
Yes.
All right.
Stealth, I love stealth.
Stealth. Other stealth.
22.
Yo.
9 total.
9.
4 plus 5.
4 plus 5. Oh.
So not as good. He
Uh,
has some bits of his costume that are not as dark.
Sticks out like a sore thumb in the moonlit desert.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, by the time you approach where its hideout would be, a little den, it's vacated.
Can I do another check to see if there's more blood?
Perception check to look around.
Yeah. Maybe it'll come back or something. 19 plus 6, 25.
From what you know, the tiger likely saw you coming and abandoned its refuge.
Still not bleeding out.
Well, I mean, yes, but unless you want to follow it even more farther outside of the campsite, which could put you at a risk of getting lost, you are far enough away from the campsite to warrant this not being worth it.
But I want to kill it, Laura. You understand?
Yeah, but you failed the stealth check. Not you, but
Failed
you
the
both.
stealth check.
Well, you did. Technically, both of you did.
Failed.
We both did? Okay.
Well, you both did because you
Because I failed.
failed. Yeah.
Okay. Well, sorry, Josh.
That tiger better come back, and I better fucking kill it later.
Maybe. Who knows?
Toy guy.
Iraj kind of like mumbles something under his breath, but you eventually
Away.
you eventually retreat back to camp. All right. Unless there's anything else you all would like to do, give yourself a full rest. Eventually, the mule and the peacock calm down. The music actually helps the mule a little bit.
Nice. It's a long rest. It's like nothing.
I didn't have to summon an illusory goat.
Yo,
I kind of wasted my my stuff then.
Your lay on hands, you get it back.
why'd
after
you waste it?
Oh wait, long. Oh, resets on long.
You think
rest.
that's all? You think that's all the healing you get for the entire level?
I don't know. That's why.
No, it resets on long rest.
You know, it resets on long rest. I missed that aspect of it. I thought it was just. For some reason, my brain works in sessions, so I just assumed it was for until.
That's no.
For a while.
It kind of comes from the fact that we play a lot where we only have like one big combat encounter in a session.
True.
So you only use those big abilities like once a session. So you
Exactly.
don't even really recognize that technically they're supposed to recharge a lot faster. You're in D&D, they designed 5e around having 9 combat encounters.
Doesn't make any sense.
In, like, a single session.
The math literally
Really?
doesn't make
How
sense.
the
It's terrible.
fuck would
It
you ever
doesn't
do
make
that?
any sense.
It's not possible.
That's
Like,
it.
you see how stressed out we get over, like, 1 to 2?
1 or
maybe
2?
3?
God, if there's a third one, we're
Yeah.
in trouble.
Yeah, the only time that works was like during dungeon crawls for us, but we prefer a little bit more roleplay. If you guys would have missed the perception check for seeing the tiger, you would have lost the mule. So,
Really.
yay, you guys saved the journey.
Thank goodness.
We kick ass.
You do kick ass.
That's funny because
Because it is an ass.
Yeah, they're ass.
Ass. Grass?
Thank you. Alright, we return, unfortunately.
Everyone wakes from the journey in the morning, a little disappointed that they couldn't get that tiger pelt. But you know what? You survived, the mule's alive, everyone's good, you all feel fine afterwards. Gordo, you're a tough guy.
Mm-hmm.
Your face stings a little bit, but you're good.
Yeah.
Cats are great at hiding pain.
Exactly.
As we know from our cute little kitty right over here. He's being so
She's
cute.
being such a schmo.
I can't believe that she, like, just was like, my throne? Okay. And she's sleeping on the pillow.
She knew exactly what was going on, and she took to it.
I think Tabaxi just have, like, the natural, like, ability to hide all their
Mhm.
Yeah.
campaigns. Like,
Yep. Tabaxi are awesome. I love
emotional and physical. Because we have Lev hiding all of their, like, emotional pain.
Mikkel, emotional and physical
Emotional
pain.
and physical pain. You, physical pain. Maybe emotional pain, too. Who knows?
All of our kitties have a decent charisma.
Yep.
So, regardless, you continue your way westward in the morning.
Everybody loves a cat.
By mid-afternoon, the sky above is shifting. Dark clouds and intermittent rain, casting long shadows over the landscape, emerge quickly. As the rain begins to fall in scattered little bursts, bear in mind, when I say downpour in a desert, I'm talking about, like, a dusting of rain. It's not raining.
So we're not monsoon season. It's just
Okay, sorry, the light just...
There's this fly that's been buzzing around it this entire time, and I've noticed little flickers in the...
Oh my god.
Yeah.
so you're saying like a light dusting of rain as opposed to a full on monsoon,
Exactly, yeah.
because monsoons are they get crazy.
Thankfully, you won't be dealing with that in the desert. But as the rain begins to fall in scattered bursts, the party arrives at the entrance of the Worm Bridge, led by the older Ishvara mercenary, Vishal. Just down here, nice and secret, away from the main roads and bridges. Watch your step and lead the cart carefully. The entrance kind of looms before you, a jagged opening to a cave carved into the cavern wall, leading into the depths below. The air is cooler down here, tinged with the earthy smell of wet stone. Water trickles down the rock face, joining in puddles at the base of this entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. What order does this group travel in?
That's a good question. I think Gordo would be towards the front. He's a DPS boy.
Definitely towards the back, but, like, disconnected from the back because he's more so watching over everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got his, bow drawn and ready just in case anything pops up.
Mm-hmm.
Raghuba's like near the back because he's not picking fights. He's helping people out.
So the question here then is, are you in front of the cart or behind the cart?
Oh. I was picturing some of us in front, some of us behind.
Okay.
I'll be in front of the I'll be wagon. Bridge.
Accurate
Styrofoam bridge.
Styrofoam bridge.
All right, man has fallen.
Oh no,
It's the spiderweb bridge of this section. No, actually, if we see any, if we see any spiders, I'm gonna be getting
You guys are gonna have panic attacks. Alright, let me...
Look at the mule.
Actually, Ed, do you want to sit on the cart?
Sure, that works great.
Yeah, Purab likes you. You're entertaining.
Yeah.
Alright,
All right, I'm right at the front. I see.
sounds good. Actually, I'll say that this guy's probably
Yeah.
leading the way, so you're more back here.
Okay. Works.
Anyways, so Da-da-da. The Worm Bridge is a frightening passage consisting of narrow, twisting tunnels surrounded by lush green shrubbery in the depths of this rusty stone valley. The bridge, carved into the cavern walls, is just wide enough for a single cart. The air in this area is cooler, but the darkness and distant rushing of water falling down the cavern walls make it difficult to perceive your surroundings, at least auditorially. The stone beneath your feet is uneven, smoothed in places by the passage of time and rough in others where it has crumbled away. Every once in a while, the mule loses its footing, and the cart lurches forward with Parav and Ragova in the seat, and you just hear Parav. One of the hooded Mezaraki brothers, taunts him a bit when this happens. "Stop your shrieking, little boy! You sound like the damn bird!"
Can I just do a general perception check just to look around, make sure we're all safe on the bridge, nothing's coming?
Yep.
So, that one! Oh.
Everything's good, everything's safe. Parav is screaming a lot, so a lot of false...
Very distracting.
A lot of false, flags going up of, the second the cart, bumps a little bit, he goes, "Ah! Ah! Ah! Oh!" And he probably, grabs onto Ragova a couple times for, stability. At once in a while, he, uses you as a human shield, and he, puts you in front of him.
Fuck. Ah, god damn it.
You each can see, Parav clutching his heart. But Oraj, you notice he's also clutching something in his pocket. He notices you staring for a second and gives you a fearful glance before looking away.
Whoa. My eyes narrow again into slits. Suspicious.
A few hours later, as the caravan cautiously navigates this path, Parav experiences something to scream about.
Oh.
The wheel of the cart slams into a jagged stone jutting from the path with a loud crack, splintering and breaking apart. The cart lurches violently to one side, teetering dangerously close to the chasm below. Parav shrieks in terror. "Ah!" The mule rears up in terror, the panic cries echoing through the tunnels. The peacock screeches in surprise, thrashing and threatening to unbalance the cart and send it plummeting into the abyss. The wheel of the cart is broken. The cart, it cannot move forward. The mule has been spooked and risks getting loose or worse, knocking the cart into the valley. You all need to remedy this quickly or else you are going to lose the cart. Or the mule, who knows? Animal handling to calm the peacock, animal handling to calm the mule, perception check, scouting the area, or somebody can help fix the wheel.
Perception for me.
Alright.
That's what I'm made for. 16.
16? Alright.
Passive perception.
I think I could try to help fix the wheel.
Yeah, go ahead. Do you have tinkerer's tools, woodworker's tools, or carpenter's tools?
I have, hang on. I'm pretty sure I have carpenter's tool. Wait, I have proficiency in carpenter's tools, but I have a carpenter's tool.
Well, would you like to perhaps take a look around the cart to see if you were fitted with any supplies? This was a rich family.
Yeah.
You sure have supplies somewhere.
Yeah, I'll look around.
Perception check. Iraj, what you see is, thankfully you see no evidence of extra eyes gazing upon you. You're alone here as promised.
Okay.
Alright, what'd you
I
get?
rolled a 16.
With a 16, you see under the cart there are various tools, including tinkerer's tools that are stowed away for emergency repairs, and actually a health potion as well.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Bitch. Emergency supply.
Alright, now go ahead and roll a check for those carpenter tools to fix that. What are you doing?
I think I'll just do the animal handling. It's
Okay,
a flat
yeah,
roll,
go ahead.
but yeah.
You're trying to calm down the mule.
Mule.
Ooh, a 21.
But with a 21, you fix the wheel. Only a short delay.
That's cocked.
Yeah, go ahead.
19.
With a 19, you're able to be like, whoa, buddy, whoa, and the mule calms down. The peacock soon notices you and goes, ah! And calms down as well. You guys do not lose the cart or any of the animals.
Cool.
Yay!
Sweet.
Yay!
We're gonna get this cart here, whether everyone else dies or not.
This cart will
is
survive.
making it.
Yep. The cart will
Maybe
survive
the peacock too.
if Parav has to show himself to the...
Alright. But
that went about as good as it could have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
That one level of artificer's working overtime.
Yeah. One level of rogue, too. Right?
We are level 2, and we have 2 multi-classes of our 3 players.
It's wonderful. This is what you get when you have a small party, right?
Yeah. Gotta make some fucking broken-ass builds.
But regardless,
I have big plans.
we can continue. The rain is still falling, and you still hear the rush of water against the walls. If you want to talk at all, now is the chance. Now's your chance.
Is Parav still, like, fingering that thing in his pocket?
He does occasionally put his hand in his pocket to confirm something is there.
Imagine it's just a nervous tick, and he just keeps it in his pocket because he's embarrassed. Just like
I'm so tempted, but like, would a Raj do that? Like, would he be that nosy? He's a goody boy. He wouldn't nose it. Is a
Perception check with disadvantage to try and peek in the pocket as you walk by.
Okay,
Okay, go ahead.
I'll do that. I'm at 16 and 17 plus 6, 22.
With a 22, there is a large metal object. It appears quite heavy and actually weighs down his pocket quite a bit.
it's a Nintendo DS.
Like a Nintendo DS.
He's playing his Nintendo Switch on the journey.
This endgame.
I feel that. I always bring one on long road trips.
Exactly, yeah.
But sick. I'm gonna roll a wisdom check.
Okay.
Is he that silly to like go up and ask about this? Yes, he is. He'll approach Parav, while he's sitting there, and
Hey, sport.
just kind of slink up behind him, stop.
Tell me about that, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Go. What's in the pocket? What's in the box?
You see him, like, tense up a little bit. What do you mean?
You've been fondling it all day.
I have personal items that I wish to bring to Rukesh with me. It's none of your business. And he kind of, like, scowls at you a little bit. Can you roll insight?
Well, I was gonna say one thing before that.
Yeah?
It is my business
Can you speak?
that you're apparently underpaying us.
And he scoffs a little bit. You think I was the one who set the prices? That was my father.
And now I'll do the insight check
Okay.
for both. If I can. 13.
Personal item, perhaps. He might be telling the truth.
Stop.
But if you want to push him further, you will need to make a persuasion check.
I'll try, but I have no confidence. Yeah. And 6 minus 1. 5.
And he's just like, just let me be. Do your job.
Okay.
Your ears drop and you go back to
Shuffle
your
off
spot.
to the back, yeah. Like, I'm not too big to question authority that much, but I am like, you screwed me out of a little bit of gold. You're underpaying me. That's
I am peeved.
Ragoba, you did notice that Iraj was seemingly, like, kind of threateningly came up to Parav and made him defensive. But as Iraj kind of goes back to his position, Parav just kind of huffs a little bit.
What was that all about?
Nosy Mesaraki soldier boy. Sticking his nose into places they don't belong.
I hear this too.
No.
No, my perception's not that high.
Well,
Iraj hears all.
No.
big ears.
Like, crossing the Red Valley only makes sense to be thorough.
Yes.
a little forceful.
Listen, I'm a little stressed out in this journey, if you can't tell.
Oh, really?
And he kind of like goes back into himself, and he just kind of says like, I've had a bad feeling about this ever since they told me.
You would too.
Ever since they told me I needed to do this. It's not fair. He kind of slinks back into his seat.
Well, we'll be there soon enough.
He sighs. Alright, we ready to move on?
Yeah, I think we should sit in silence for the next 15 minutes.
just like you would in real life.
Yeah.
Yes. The incident with the wheel did delay your progress just a little bit longer than anticipated. The shadows begin to lengthen as the night begins to fall, the coolness of the canyon deviating sharply with the scorching desert beyond. Above, a thick blanket of clouds roll in, bringing with it the occasional drizzle of rain, dampening the stone underfoot. The group presses on, the path tightening once again as they approach a stretch of bridge slightly wider than the rest. The extra space is a brief relief, allowing for a moment of steadier footing. But after 15 or so minutes of continuing down this bridge, and as the darkness deepens into the silent night, can you all make a perception check?
Happily. And this face. I like this face. 17.
17, anybody else?
Sorry, I was spaced the fuck out.
14.
14, okay.
I have spaced out, so.
Perception check.
Perception check, okay. That's an 8 plus 2, 10.
Okay, so the only one who picks up on this is Iraj.
Oh.
A large,
Big ears.
Had keen eyes.
a large hooded silhouette emerges from the dark, moving slowly towards the party on the other side of the bridge. The figure is draped in a heavy cloak, partially obscured by the darkness, but a glimpse of a quarterstaff is strapped to his back is visible.
Someone approaches.
You were supposed to be alone on this bridge, and Parav whispers anxiously in response, "Oh, who's that? What's going on?"
There's someone on the bridge ahead of us. I'm gonna notch an arrow and keep an eye on that, but
Okay. Can y'all make a perception check again now that this has been pointed out?
do I have to do it again?
Yes, if you want to get a better look at this guy.
Okay. Can I use the bird to run reconnaissance to get a better look?
If you want to get closer, yeah, you won't have to do it with disadvantage anyway.
So the bird goes and sees.
11 plus 2, so 13.
Well,
Okay.
maybe the bird can see something better than me because 9.
15.
Yeah, bird.
Okay.
The bird gets the best look at this.
Okay, this is interesting. So Iraj, any attempt at like interaction, like hey, who are you, is not met with words, gestures, just an unwavering advance. As you strain your eyes against the dim light, you notice something unsettling. The figure's pace is quickening. Those around you begin to draw their weapons, but strangely enough, while others are fixated on the rapidly approaching figure, Your Majesty, Ragoba's familiar, catches something out of the corner of their eye as they fly overhead. The hooded Mezaraki mercenaries, seemingly just as tense as the rest of the group, are subtly reaching for their weapons as well. But there's something off about it. Their eyes glint unnaturally in the darkness, not focused on the figurehead, but the two other guards, Tarun and Vishal, ahead of them. A cold realization sets in with Ragoba. You understand that the real danger isn't just in front of you, but beside you as well. Can you all please roll initiative?
Oh my god!
Fuck! They weren't allies after all.
Accept, guys!
Fuck!
Those who failed the perception check against these two, which is everyone except for Ragoba, will roll with disadvantage.
Roll disadvantage.
Yes.
Oh, you're still gonna do better than me. I rolled nat 1.
Ooh.
+2, 3.
So that was a 9, and then this one.
I got 13.
13 for you, Raj.
It's
What'd
going
you
to be
get?
12 total for me.
12 for Gordo. And what'd you get, Ed?
3.
3. Very, very nice.
Well, uh-oh.
All right. Well, you're all lucky. Everyone rolled pretty shit. So, our Mesaraki brothers here are going to use their surprise round to stab Tarun and Vishal.
No!
No! First one, 10. Okay, 13. That's enough to hit. Next one is not enough to hit. So, unfortunately, Tarun is stabbed by Rostin, and Zubin attempts to stab Vishal, but he turns around and grabs his hand beforehand. So with some damage here, we've got a d6 plus 1, that's 3 damage to Tarun, who is Bandit C. I'm using bandits for everybody. They aren't your enemies.
The raw bandits.
All right. If that is the case, we will start out with A. So Rostin here is going to once again attack Tarun with his scimitar. However, it misses, as at this point he's turned around, kind of clutching his side, and lets out a shriek of traitors! You want to take a picture now?
Yep. Josh is taking the picture.
All right, Iraj, you are up next.
I'm shocked by what just happened with Rostin and Zubin, because I didn't see that coming at all, but I was more focused on the guy in front. What is he still doing?
He is approaching quicker.
I'm going to loose a shot at him because I don't want to shoot the guys with...
He is beyond 60 feet. He is beyond the range of your dark vision, so you would have to do so with disadvantage. He is not carrying any light whatsoever.
I don't know.
So this is, I only have him at the edge because he's approaching quickly.
Okay, so he's a lot farther.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say he's roughly... Yeah, I'd say he's about 65 feet away. So he's like within dashing distance, but not quite.
Then can I get a little bit closer, like 5 more feet closer, and then I will do... For my bonus action, I am going to do my shift, and you'll notice as he approaches, the hostile situation that has developed has caused his fur to stand on end, his ears fluff up, and his fur just grows a lot longer and more bestial features manifest on his face. As he gets just a little bit closer and takes another shot at the, or just takes a shot at the guy running towards us. Does a 23 hit?
23? Yes, it does. You get him right in the shoulder.
Alright, can I... No sneak attack, I'm guessing?
No.
Yeah. 9 points of piercing damage.
You get him right in the shoulder, and he just kind of like looks down at it for a second, and he starts walking faster towards you.
Oh, fuck. And then I'll back away like 5 feet.
All right. That will be the end of Iraj's turn. It is Bandit C. It's Tarun's turn. He just got, actually, I'll have it be this guy. So, B, yeah, this guy. So C, so he'd actually be this guy. So if that is the case, he's going to turn around at I believe it was Zubin. No, it was Rostin who was attacking him. He's going to look at him with, like, blood gritting through his teeth, and he's going to attempt to stab him back. That is going to be a... Natural 20! Oh my boy! Alright, so this is going to be doubled. That's 4, doubled to 8, plus 2, I think?
Plus 1.
Plus 1. Okay, so 9 damage to Rostin, who is Bandit A. He is not dead, but he gets him right in the fucking heart, and you just see him stumble backwards a little bit.
Shit, there's a...
Dude, Tarun, you were supposed to be the newbie. Why aren't you the one critting?
He got stabbed out of nowhere. This is like death's door. He slashes back and catches him.
All right, It is your turn. The Mesaraki bandits in front of you are attacking what are supposed to be your allies. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to fuck their shit up.
All right,
so...
you want to stab Rostin right after he got that crit? Because he's almost dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
go ahead.
You may even want to just do one attack, see if it kills.
Yeah, and then you can do your second attack on someone else.
Okay, yeah. That works for me.
Net 20!
Let's go. No reason to smite that. How do you want to do it?
I get around, I
Right in the back?
yeah, well, yeah, I get around, I jump on, like, the edge of the bridge, and I just jump up and stab right in his back with one of my
He
scimitars.
lets out a shriek, and you see Zubin notice his brother falling, and he goes, Rostin! Alright. Unless you want to use your second attack against this guy over here, you can make your way over. But you would have to jump over this, so difficult terrain, you're fine.
If that works, then yeah, I'd
go ahead.
like to do that.
But, goddamn. I am curious what damage you would have rolled with it.
I know, right? I rolled a 7 that time, plus 5, so 12.
12 does hit.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Weak sauce enemies.
1, so minimum damage, so 1 plus 3, 4.
4 damage.
The smite?
If I can. Let's see. Okay.
Can you smite with an offhand weapon? I think you can,
I
right?
think you just
Any weapon attack.
Any melee weapon attack.
Any melee weapon attack.
You can if you want to use your smite now.
Okay, so I only get like one of them.
It's a spell slot.
Yeah. So it's a spell slot, but you can do it whenever you make a melee weapon attack.
So if you hit both times and you crit both times for whatever reason,
You can technically
you can.
smite.
I think you can smite both times.
Yeah.
Let me double check. I believe.
Yeah, we'll get there when we get there. But for now, decide if you want to smite, and then we'll move on.
I might as well.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and
So adding a d8, right?
It's 2d8 because you get 1d8 plus the level of the spell slot.
Okay, so 2d8.
2d8, perfect. Okay, so first one, that's a 7.
All right.
Second one is a 2.
How do you want to do it?
Yep. So right off of the back of that last one, I jump over and piggyback off of the mule to get across to him and just slash his fucking head
His
off.
body just tumbles into
Exactly.
this. All right, sounds good. Gordo.
Gordo.
Great job. Up next is the mysterious figure. All right, he is going to. You see him pull from his back this quarterstaff, and on his other offhand is a dagger. He is approaching quickly. He is dashing. Ba 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 ba.
I'm gonna step take a picture because Gordo killed people, and also he's coming in.
All right, you see. All right. The cloak figure. He has a quarterstaff and he has a dagger. I did actually say he was 60 feet away, so his dash would just kind of bring him up to, I'd say, right up to Vishal. And here's what you notice.
Oh, now that he's close,
Now that he's close, you see a long maw of a jackal cackling from within the shroud. He's a Nohai, a dog person, or rather a jackal person away from his tribe. They are never away from their tribes, so seeing one alone is a bad omen.
Oh, fuck.
Alright.
Kill it quick.
Up next is Bandit D, which is Vishal, who's right in front of this, the Nohai. He is going to attack them. He's going to miss.
Oh, he's scared.
He, pulls out his scimitar and, attempts to attack him, but the Nohai just deflects it with his quarterstaff, smiling.
Oh, God.
Up next, Ed, it's your turn. Bottom of initiative.
Hey, can you make a wisdom saving throw as I cast Hideous Laughter?
On him? On the Nohai?
Yeah.
Sounds good. You said
Their
wisdom?
intelligence score is less than 4, I think.
No, he definitely has above that. Wisdom, you said?
I think he's smart.
All right, that's a 13 plus
Damn it.
wisdom plus 2, so 15.
It passes.
Darn.
Well,
You tried. That was good. That was good.
yeah.
Well, Tasha's hideous laughter never fucking moves. I don't think I've ever seen it succeed.
All right, Iraj, it is your turn.
Yes, it's now here. I would like to shoot it.
All right, go ahead.
And because there's people in range of it, I get sneak attack. Yay! It does a 18 hit.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Then D8 D6 plus 3 is going to be 10 plus 3, 13.
13 damage.
Oh, another hit.
It doesn't seem to be hurt. You see a couple arrows sticking out of this thing, but he is still laughing and cackling. All right.
Get hit by Tasha Sadia's laughter, so why is he laughing?
He is laughing out of his own personal free will. All right, Bandit C, that would be Tarun. He is going to turn and kind of look back and forth. He's going to kind of run over to Purav here and be like, Purav, come with me. I will protect you. Let's go back. Let's go back. And he kind of grabs Purav's hand and actually will kind of walk him back here and keep him in a corner where he can protect him.
Okay.
All right. Up next, Gordo, it is your turn. Vishal is going 1-to-1 with this Nohai bandit. He's right in front of you. Unfortunately, you would have to go around if you wish to attack him.
Okay,
This bridge is narrow. You want to take a picture, Josh?
very
Yeah,
nice.
take a picture now that they've moved.
Yeah, I'll just try and... Okay, hold on. Let me double check. New class, need to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
See if there's any other spells, perhaps. One creature that... Right. Yeah, I'll just move around and
All right.
just get
Just give him a good whacking.
yeah. If I
So you rush around and once again leap over the mule. The mule is like bucking and like, what the fuck? Stop touching me! Yeah, go ahead and make both of your attacks against the bandit.
Of course.
The bandit.
Nat 20 for the first one.
Nat
Oh
20.
my
Oh,
God.
shit.
Okay, now I'm getting some good rolls.
That's the one you smite on, and you kill him in one hit.
You what? The other one is a 15 plus 5, so it's a
Not
dirty
Plus
20.
5. God damn.
20. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're both plus 5.
They both hit.
Cool. Awesome. Those are gonna be 2. I'm just gonna roll 2d6.
Did you want to do the smite? You got one more spell slot.
I might as well.
All right, go ahead.
With that smite on that crit, now you roll double side dice.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's 1d6 plus 2d8, and you doubled those dice, or you roll 2d6 plus 4d8.
At level 2.
So 1d6 plus 2d8.
And you double what you get from
Yeah,
those.
and you double
Or you can roll 2d6 and 4d8 for more dice.
Okay, I'll just
double.
we'll just double it. Yeah.
Don't make it-
That'll make it easier.
Fair enough.
2 for the d6.
Okay,
So
2.
4. The 2. 7 for the first one.
14,
And then 1 for this one.
18. So 20 damage.
So 20 damage, that's the first hit.
All right,
That's
that's your crit. Second hit.
second hit. Yeah. 4. And then the 2d8 again.
No. You
I was
only
gonna say, I was gonna
So that's 4 damage.
4 plus 3, so 7.
7 damage. Got it.
So 27 damage altogether.
Damn.
You add the plus 3 to the first attack.
Oh shit, I did.
30 damage.
Okay.
So yeah, it's 30 damage total.
Oh, I like paladins.
Yeah.
If that is the case, up next is the Nohai himself, who immediately looks over bloody-faced to Gordo and says, "Ah, you almost made me hesitate for a second, Tabaxi. For a moment, I almost thought I knew you." And he is going to attack you.
The fire was
Come bite my thumb.
come.
All right. He is going to make 3 attacks against Gordo.
Ay, ay, ay.
First attack, being a plus 5, that's a 14 plus 5, a 19. Second attack, that is going to be a 6 plus 5, 11, does not hit.
Does not hit.
And then the final attack is going to be an 18 plus 5, so that does hit.
So that's 2.
So the first attack he is going to make with his quarterstaff, one-handed, is going to be a 5, as he whacks you off the side of the face. And then he's going to stab you in the side with his dagger for max damage at 7. And as he is right next to you, his dagger in your side, he says, "Your brother would be disappointed in you, Dark Eyes. It sounded to me like you two were tethered to the blood. What happened to your little Gorbe? Did the snakes get to them?"
I don't respond to any of this.
All right, that will be the end of the Nohai's turn.
Let's kill him.
Yeah.
All right, Vishal is going to make his attack next.
He's gonna miss too.
Whoa. It's a 10 plus.
Well, 5, I think.
Plus. No, it's a plus 3. So no, that does not hit. And you notice that even though his full focus is on Gordo, he is like
Casually.
he just casually parries it with the quarterstaff.
This guy is like Vishal's like the more experienced of all of us, and he's just getting like swept aside while we're doing all the work. That's really fun.
All right, up next, Ed.
I'm picturing this battle.
It's Ragoma.
Me too.
You want to take a picture again?
I'm up first.
Ragova is who? Yeah, I'll do today's laughter again.
Okay, go ahead. So wisdom.
Yes.
It wisdom saving throw.
Double down.
Oh, that's a 4. So 4 plus 2.
Yeah, it fails. He is
He starts laughing at his own joke.
falls prone and incapacitated.
All right.
As he's like twisting the knife into you, she's like,
I'll say that you aren't prone, but he fucking like for flavor, he takes you down with him.
Yeah.
So if it takes damage, he gets another chance to make a saving throw with advantage.
Okay.
And every time it has a turn, it has a chance to make the saving throw.
All right. If that is the case, Iraj, we're back up to you. He is prone, so you unfortunately are going to struggle hitting him with a ranged attack.
yeah. How badly did this guy look in terms of like?
He has blood between his cackling.
Okay.
You got the battle music.
Yes.
Who is next on initiative after me?
You. Then it's Gordo. Gordo's not doing so hot though.
Gordo's not doing so hot.
Frankly, I'm gonna. Can I run up with Ragaba and be on Ragoba and be on the cart with them? Just get a better look at what's going on. I'm going to hold my action. If that thing gets up, I will shoot at.
Okay. Sounds good. Gordo, it's your turn.
Okay, so Gordo's pretty pissed off now.
It's prone on the ground. You get advantage on all your attack rolls because you're within 5 feet.
Sweet. Okay. Well, yeah. No, he's gonna fucking.
This is why I didn't bother attacking, because like if
It was
I-
better off for you anyway.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're in the perfect position to finish things
Yeah.
off. You got all the kills. I want you to know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gordo is just catching body after body. So this is with advantage.
Yep,
Yes.
with advantage.
2 attacks with advantage.
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. First attack. Are you fucking kidding me? They're both nat ones. Do you see this?
That's what you did for the nat 20.
Yeah, that's
So I will say you're like up with him on the ground, like you try and like kill him, but he's like holding it back with his quarterstaff, still fucking laughing. This guy's a maniac. You're making him out to be even more of a maniac.
yes.
We got one more attack.
Yeah, one more attack.
Die.
Okay, that one's a 13 and a 6.
So a 13 bumped up to a
plus 18. Yes, 18.
with an 18. He's going to parry it and use his quarterstaff to knock your sword away so it does not hit.
Yeah,
Even with the damn, let some.
Are they incapacitated because of?
Oh wait, no, he had to make a saving throw, right? Does he make a saving throw afterwards?
So it makes a saving throw if it takes damage, I believe.
Incapacitated.
And incapacitated, it can't take a reaction.
Yes.
Right. So it says
The condition.
can't move or I'm just making sure it can't take actions or reactions. Incapacitated. You're correct.
Each time it takes damage, that's when it's...
All right, go ahead and roll damage for it then.
Fuck yeah.
He attempts to parry you, but he does not.
Okay.
He parried the first one.
Yeah.
That's a 5 plus 3, 8 total.
8 damage.
Alright, now it gets a chance to make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
It's not dead.
That is going to be an 18 plus 2, 20.
Alright, cool. It is no longer incapacitated, but I think it's still prone.
Yeah.
Yes.
It has to use its movement to get up, which
It is-
I will shoot it once it does that.
It is the bandit's turn here, so it is going to use its... yeah, it'll stand. All right, go ahead.
19 plus 7.
A 19 plus 7, that hits.
And sneak attack. That is 13 points.
13 damage.
6 plus 4 plus 3.
All right, here's how I will describe this then. As he gets up, ready to fucking finish off Gordo here, the arrow goes right into his side, and seemingly, without the glimmer of fear of death in his eyes, continues to like walk towards you, Gordo, and you just see him kind of like look down at his wound as he does approach, and he goes, "You've only bought yourself a little time. Elias will find you. I will come for you, and the vault will be the last of your worries." And he points at Purav as he collapses to the ground dead.
That one was personal.
Iraj is shaking.
So is Vishal. He's like,
So is Gordo. He is heavily bleeding.
"You want to heal yourself?" With
Yeah,
your thing?
let's do that.
I think you have 10. You can heal yourself for 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the full 10.
What happened? Why'd they do that? He's looking at the Mezaraki bodies.
Yeah, one of them fell off the edge. You only see Zubin here on the ground.
Mezaraki body.
Yeah. You see as Tadrun kind of approaches back with Pudrov, and he immediately like turns towards you. She's like, "Yeah, the goddamn Mesorakis did this! The Mesorakis tried to assassinate me! Oh dear gods! Oh dear gods! Shamshira, protect me, Lama! Dear gods!"
I didn't know why they try. Why?
And only you, Iraj, can pick up under his breath the vault. And he fiddles with something heavy in his pocket.
I want to. This is gonna look so intimidating, but I'm going to run up to him, and can I do like a sleight of hand check to slip my hand inside his pocket and?
He is actively watching you, so you do so with disadvantage.
Okay, yeah. I want to
Try and weasel it away from
I want to weasel it in a way, and then like reveal it to everyone else, and then like make a statement.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I know that's
yeah, with disadvantage. Did you take a final picture, by the way?
I did not.
Yeah, go ahead.
But with disadvantage.
That hideous laughter was peak.
Oh
Yeah.
god damn! I rolled an 11 and then a 2. So that's.
So you kind of reach out to him and you kind of touch his arm and he bats you away. He's like, "You cannot touch me! If we were in Darjuna, I could have you executed for that!"
Oh, shit.
He's clearly freaking the fuck out.
Oh, shit.
What are you hiding? You said something about a vault and that thing in your pocket.
I was told to deliver it to the Sardar. You think the peacock is the package? No, this is... And he points to his pocket.
The Sardar?
Oh, so, yeah, that's what he says. He says the Sardar. Not the Satrap, but the Sardar.
Yeah, I look shocked by that.
Sardar means general.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
What this is?
What does the Sardar mean?
For?
Listen, I know nothing about this thing. All I was told was that it was my duty to get it to him, alright? If you want to know why or what it is, then go ahead and ask my father, or perhaps Sarvesh. Maybe they know.
The only people who can give us an answer right now are dead! And they were my countrymen. I need a little bit more than excuses on what happened. And what was that thing that attacked you? Gordo.
And it was.
You look up from his dead body. Turn around, like, edgily.
Yeah, just
Before you flip your red cloak.
flip the red cloak.
I say at this time, like, the rains kind of part and you can see, like, the moon shining down on all of you.
He's one you do not want to find alone out here.
Doesn't.
They're very well known in these parts. I should know.
What do you mean? You should know. Purav is clearly, pissed right now.
I suppose I should explain myself. I am pretty experienced with the Red Valley.
I look at all the dead bodies
Surrounding him.
Yeah, it's just
All the way to work.
yeah, just
Last night, Gordo was matted by his own blood. Tonight, it is the blood of his enemies.
exactly. He spoke of my brother. That's exactly who I'm looking for. He is out here somewhere in the Red Valley. We ventured out together. We got separated. I found my way back to Darjuna, but I haven't found him since, and I believe he's still out here.
that
You see, as Vishal kind of mutters under his breath, Elias? That was the name he said.
Yes.
the Nonohai knows your brother.
Is it? Yes, they do.
Apparently.
I was not expecting them to, but they recognized him, and apparently recognized me. I remember very little of. I remember very little of the faces or the cloaks and the specific peoples that gathered around here in their own little troops.
He's referring to bandits.
Yes. All I know is that they need to be killed, or else they'll kill us.
I thought it was gonna be a normal escort.
See, Vishal kind of even kind of confrontational, because he's next to Gordo right now, kind of walks up to you and he's just like, you didn't answer. Why does this Elias, why is it allies with this thing?
I have reason to believe my brother is one of them.
He joined the bandits.
Yes. That's why it's important that I find him. I am...
Save him, right?
Yes. I apologize if...
Save him from himself.
Yes. I apologize if it appears that I have taken this job for selfish manners, but this is the only way I feel safe in this Red Valley. Perverse though I am, it is a fool who takes it on alone. And
You see Parav kind of grunting to himself. He's clearly very, very stressed out. Now, he probably will not trust the Mercenaries. But the tar stops.
the tar stops. Interest peaked.
I'll say, for the sake of describing Raj, he is not doing too well. He's kind of taking stock, going to look around and avoiding the look of all the blood on the ground.
And at this point, the rain is washing it away.
Oh, that's very convenient.
Listen up, everybody. The circumstances in which this job is, that may have changed, but the actual job itself is not. Keep moving.
He's right. Regardless of who we're working for, or how much we are paid, we've gotten this far.
Parav just kind of narrows his eyes at you, specifically Gordo, and says, fine. But any other signs of ambush or bandits, throw him overboard. And he points to the cat and sits back down.
Damn.
Yeah.
Racist.
You see Tarun and Vishal kind of look towards each other, and they shrug and agree to continue along this journey. The black bird of Ragoba kind of flies overhead as well.
Yep. He's.
But yeah, do we
Continue? Yeah?
continue on?
Yeah.
We can
Yep.
continue.
Okay.
Now, magic! Now, I don't know if before we wrap up this session, if somebody here who is sitting next to Purav wants to try that persuasion check.
Perception check for,
Persuasion check to ask him what the vault
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I think I will.
All right? What do you say?
So, Parav, since we're being threatened, these bandits who know about a vault, I think it's only makes sense to share with us something, so we know what exactly we're getting ourselves into.
Persuasion check.
Oh boy. I don't even know what I do.
Team okay.
Serious. Yeah.
6.
I didn't even notice
A
it.
6.
2 plus 4.
He kind of like covers. He's just like,
Do you want to say something about the channel that this video will be going up on for inspiration?
I'll allow it.
You'll allow it?
I'll allow it.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Inspiration. Go ahead.
I'm using the inspiration.
That's right.
Session 1.
I feel a little dirty. I feel a little greasy.
I bet you do, but
You know what? It's that's
you know what you do for inspiration, my friend?
That's a 12.
a 12.
Better.
Was a 12? He's not offended. You asked, but he says, no, like I can't show you.
I understand, but I hope it doesn't get us into any more of a mess. I don't want to fall down those pits.
And you just kind of hear him like mutter to himself, just
Oh, fuck. Who got thrown off the cliff?
Zubin.
Zubin got thrown off the cliff?
Correct.
You threw them off the cliff?
They when you were attacked them, yeah.
Yeah. Was it intentional or was it accidental that they tumbled?
Accidental. They fell backwards.
It was by circumstance rather than pushing them off.
Yeah.
They just cut their head off, and they're like,
You're okay. For now. Watch yourself, though.
Don't be throwing people into the void. That's really mean.
Yeah.
they're
You're literally, it's a one-way route to hell down.
I
So,
You're gonna die of starvation before you hit the bottom.
Incredibly disrespectful.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you're protecting yourself, you do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
That's
It was accidental. I didn't
Yeah.
intentionally just litter
It's more so
a
like,
dead body off the side of the bridge.
it's more so like if you're trying to like go, oh hey, we're gonna choose this fight by shoving every single NPC off the bridge.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna be like, that's a little fucked up of you. You know that they're
Yeah.
going straight to hell. All right.
That
it
is
was-
the superstition. The superstition is that if you are like thrown into the abyss, you go straight to hell,
Yeah.
regardless of how good you were as a person.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Makes sense.
I have Gust in my back pocket just in case. I hope they're not using.
That's only if someone comes close to you.
It's
Yep.
one thing if it's self-defense. It's another thing if it's an accident.
I mean, he did ambush you.
Yeah.
He did
and
ambush
they
you.
topple over. And then it's another thing entirely if you guys are the aggressors and just going around and bullying people
And
off.
so, do
Exactly.
you leave behind the bodies?
Um,
And do we just keep moving?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have left.
It is bad juju to fuck with the bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, you guys continue onwards. Now, eventually, as you're walking, Vishal and Tarun actually kind of nod over to Yiraj here, and you hear Vishal saying, "I'm not happy about this, but before we get into Rukash, we need to find out what that is."
The thing that he's got.
Yes?
I agree. It's whatever he's got. There's far more involved in it.
Listen, I know he said touching him would get you executed in Darjuna, but we are not in Darjuna.
You're just distracted.
He nods.
And I'll slink away and kind of slip up behind him and
He kind of like nods an order to Tarun here, who walks over to Purav and is just like, "I'm just gonna check to see if you're injured, make sure you're okay. You know, if you like, I'm gonna touch you to help you." And he gives consent and does that because he trusts his fellow man. He doesn't expect the Ishvara to do so. Are you going to sleight of hand?
yes.
All right, go ahead.
That is a 14. Better.
14 is enough. That's above his passive perception.
Okay.
He's a commoner, okay?
Okay. That's good.
Spicy commoner.
The object is a large, heavy brass trinket covered in dials and numbers. It's a vaulted puzzle box of some sort, requiring a 6-letter passcode.
Alright.
Vishal returns to a puzzle box.
Yeah. Any idea what it might be? Because it's going to the Sardar, would I know anything about, like, what this might be for him? Like, why?
I am not going to make you roll a check because you do not know what the fuck this is.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, he just starts fiddling with it for a little bit, trying to, like, line something up, but nothing seems to be working. And he's like, I don't know. It's some sort of puzzle. We need to just figure out what it is.
Is it magic?
Arcana check. Arcana check. Oh yeah, with my 0 to Arcana. 3.
You have no idea.
I have no idea. I don't know. It doesn't look like it.
You trust the mage. And he points to the tar playing Ishvara man next to Purav.
And he deals in illusions. Can you really trust in him?
And he looks over and he says, our people, Yuraj, might not get along. But here, in the Red Valley, anything that breathes alongside you is an ally.
Starting to pick up on that, he kind of looks down and back towards where the other 2 died.
At this
Rostin
point,
and Zubin.
the cart, I would say, is moving.
Yeah,
So
this is just me, like...
the newly fixed cartwheel rolls right over the Nohai as you walk by. And Purav just kind of like winces from the sound of it. But
I need to return a stone eye because he'll notice it's missing.
unless you want to consult the mage first before putting it back.
I'll slink away and try and sneak up next to you.
If you just want to like signal to him, like,
Any gestures for you to approach?
Yeah.
you jump off the cart and you approach him. And Tarun at this time will give you a nod, but will continue the distraction ahead.
Yes, though. Are you curious about the vault as well?
I am.
He passes it over. He fiddles with it.
Do you want to do an Arcana check too?
Yeah, Arcana check.
Because I fucked it up.
So, what's his face is running interference, right?
Correct. You guys are safe for now.
Tarun is...
I'll cast Detect Magic.
Go ahead. So, does that have a a verbal component?
It does have a verbal component. That's why I was asking if he was still running interference.
Yes, you can linger farther back so he can't hear you.
Absolutely.
So you two are lingering kind of in the back of the group, and you cast Detect Magic. The spell...
And I'll keep an eye out.
You want to do a quick riff for Detect Magic?
Oh yeah.
I can hold it for you.
And I'll just be keeping an eye on...
Did you
It's like,
it's heavy.
that's it. Yeah.
It's almost like there's something inside it.
I'll just be keeping an eye on Tarun and Parav, just making sure that, if they look back or he looks suspicious, I can figure something.
Sounds good. Detect Magic reveals a dense weave of green and orange magic, predominantly of necromancy and abjuration. The aura is strong and pulses in rhythm with a faint throb emanating from the box, like a heartbeat. The necrotic energy suggests something tied to death or undead, while the abjuration magic indicates layers of protection meant to prevent tampering.
So, in other words, bad juju.
Bad.
I grab it, hand it back. It's bad.
What is it?
There's necromancy from the bottom up. And there is something magic protecting it. I don't know what, but it is bad. It is scary.
Prav said that he was delivering this as an actual package for the Sardar. But what if it's a trap? What if it's some sort of bomb and he was sent to assassinate the Sardar? I mean, I don't know this piece of information, but you picked up that, like, he doesn't even want to be here because he's the third son, but, like...
He doesn't even want to be here. There's necromantic energy in this box. This is spooky as fuck.
It's a bomb! Throw it!
I don't like this place. I want to be home.
Yeet it into the abyss. You know, it would be wise for both of you. Your brain cells collide for just a moment. There is a single moment, just like you and Vishal had earlier. You guys are allies. You're on the same page. Is this safe to deliver?
We cannot allow this device to enter the city. It could be a trap. Another declaration of war. From Ishram. Just get rid of it. I don't want war with your people any more than I assume you want with mine.
I don't want war either.
Do you want to do an insight check in just on Raj to see, like, how he's...
Sure. I'll insight your check.
Gordo is brooding, leading the way. That's what you're doing right now.
Yes, I'm pretty much.
16.
You can tell he's actually, like, he's more concerned about the Sardar than anything else right now.
Yeah,
But you don't lie.
yeah, no, I could probably,
You probably piece it together at this point, but, like...
yeah, so what do you suggest? Do we just toss it off into the abyss right here, or what?
No one needs to know. I mean, and apparently the supposed gift is this peacock.
And what about Purov? Just gonna throw him to the wolves like that?
Points to the dead wolf man. a couple minutes.
Honest, he shorted me 50 gold. And all of my...
No, he's shorting him as a life.
Not if he doesn't know.
Not if he doesn't know, that's clearly the package.
Well, there was a lot of chaos the past couple minutes. Baby fell out of his pocket. He did check after the battle. But Purav is a very distractible man.
As he is right now. Being distracted. I say we throw it over. Just get rid of it.
You want to send this cursed object to hell? You think that's a good idea?
That is a very good point.
I want to say, I have an idea I've just sent to you, Lauren, before.
Okay. Okay, that's my last question.
It would probably be smart to do it in front of him. That way.
How do you want to handle this moment?
Alternatively, I could get your help on it because, hey, Illusion Man, I want to fake throw it into the abyss, and I want Parav to see it. And I want us to keep it and investigate it further.
I'm sorry, Ed. That sounds like something your character would be so fucking down for.
I'm trying to think about how I would explain it in character, of course, but, like, that's my idea right now. And I was gonna do just, like, a sleight of hand check and keep it hidden from everyone and then reveal it later, but, like, I think it would be a lot funnier if we do it together, we conspire on this. And because you've got illusions, you would make this so much easier. I wouldn't even have to, like, do a check.
Such fake people.
But yeah, I'll say that he makes his case as, like, you can do magic, right? And illusions, and that monster at the camp.
You can theoretically throw an illusion off as well, if he allows it.
Couldn't you just make something like this and I could just throw it, and then if we can just keep it from Parav, keep it from going to the Sardar.
Well, if all we were told about was the peacock, it's our job.
So, that's fine. Okay. I'll slip the real one into my pocket, and then I'll like hold out my hand and like see if you can.
I'm trying to see. I'm gonna see what spell is best for this because I got like 3 different.
Minor illusion would be possible because it's technically all the same DC. You don't need to do any sound or anything for it.
Yeah, minor illusion will work.
Silent image would work, but like it would be overkill.
Yeah, I'll just minor illusion one.
All right.
It's only the image. I don't get it to make sound until next level. So don't rattle it too much.
Okay. How do I do
So
that?
hold it real tight.
Hold it real tight and gonna
Make a whole scene of it.
yeah, I gotta be a drama queen about this, and I'm not a drama queen.
Well, you could get the resident drama queen.
Oh, that's so true. Oh my god. How do we rope Gordo into this too?
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come here. I heard the pss, pss,
I heard the call of my people.
Gordo, we need to get rid of this. It could be a weapon, a trap for the Sardar in Rukesh? Yeah, Rukesh. And we think that Parav is the one trying to take this provocation back. We don't know, but
I will say it's implied that Parav is unknowingly doing this. Parav has zero fucking clue.
yeah, you know, I want to make it clear that, like, we don't think Parav's doing it, but, like, he is leading to a war. We need to prevent this. And it's got... I mean, you tell them what you found inside of it.
Dark necromantic energy is being guarded by some magical barrier. Abjuration origin. It is bad news.
You don't say. What are you proposing we do about it?
We need to get rid of it. We need Parav to know that it's gone. Otherwise, he'll suspect us and he might do something later. We need him to know that we found him out and that we are holding him accountable. Therefore, he can't hold us accountable.
So,
When he says us, he refers to the Mercenaries people.
Yeah.
I see.
Because Parav is under the opinion that he was just almost assassinated by the Mercenaries.
You're loyal to the Mezaraki military, I see.
And
Mezaraki as a nation.
I'm proud of
A republic.
I'm proud to. But I also don't want us to be dragged into another war.
I agree. There's enough violence here in the valley. That doesn't need to seep out, or rather, be inflicted by by civilization. You're right. Let's get rid of it.
Yeah. All right. And then I hand
Don't have to discuss the plan, just execute it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. You. I will say that I slip away out of sight.
It's charisma time, boy.
To
Deception check time.
Let's go. To disappear from any, implication that I might have stolen it, but I also do have the real one inside my pocket.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because you are just holding the illusory copy of it.
I see.
So, I will back away and let you do it.
All right. So we are trying to convince this guy.
You are trying to be like, hey, this thing's clearly dangerous. Yeet.
Yeah.
Throw it overboard.
We can't. We were hired to protect you and the peacock, not this thing. This is gonna get us all killed.
Exactly.
You honestly, if you want to go there, you almost got us killed by not being honest with us.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I sort of posture intimidatingly. I don't draw my weapons or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I stand intimidatingly and I say, this wasn't part of the deal, you understand?
Karav, looks over towards you after being doted upon by both Vishal and Teterin for some time, and they both kind of look over at you anxiously, like, oh shit, what's going on? And Karav's like, well, what do you mean? What are you instigating?
We were told to protect you and this bird, this flightless bird. What you have there is something that could...
What do you mean You bastard! As he reaches for his pocket and there's nothing there. What have you done with it?
It's gone.
You hold it up.
Then you're looking for this?
Alright, and at this time, Ragoba, you are concentrating. How do you hide your concentration? Or rather, your,
The tense music
Yeah,
that
the
he's
tense
setting
music.
up in
Yeah.
this scene.
Yes, it's so cool.
yeah. At this time, appearing in Gordo's hand is a mere replica of the vault. But Parav, from 30 feet away, cannot tell that. With an 8 investigation, he gasps, "It's the Racky Bastards! What do you want?"
What we want is for the world outside of the valley to remain peaceful. We don't want a war between the two nations.
What? Your people tried to assassinate me!
What this will do will create so much worse than just an attempted assassination. Boy.
Please, you don't understand. I need to deliver that.
And why is that?
Because I was ordered to. Clearly, it needs to be put somewhere safe.
And we were ordered to protect you and a stupid bird.
That's
I see that orders only run as deep as the truth lies.
What do you want? You're being stupid.
Throw it. Stupid, dumb. Throw it.
What we need is something that you don't have any.
Alright, can you roll a deception check real quick for
Yes.
that whole performance?
Yes. Deception is
It's not Lukesh, is it? It's not Lukesh.
So that was an 11 plus 5.
11 plus 5, that is enough. With a 16, as you throw it off and the illusion kind of just disappears into the darkness, Purav leaps forward, and at this time, Vishal and Tarun both hold him back onto the cart and say no, you aren't doing it. It's like, you fuckers! God damn it!
The sound it makes when it falls.
Shit. Perfect.
Fucking, and he just starts cursing all of you out. You don't know what you've done! I will have nothing to protect me in the Rakesh now! The Sadar will have words for you! And he, continues to get held down, and they even, attempt, kind of restrain him and just, kind of hold him onto the cart until he cools off.
I will say at like some point during our conversation, the other Ishvaram mercenaries, I was gonna say bandits, are on our side in regards to this, and they, if you explain what you found there, I'm sure they would agree too.
Understood. Oh boy.
But I'll slink away and kind of hide in my pocket, fiddle with it.
All right. Well, here's how we'll wrap up our session. Into the night, you all eventually get your way, get off the bridge, essentially. Purav is grumbling angrily and nervously for the whole night as Tarun and Vishal look around anxiously because they thought you threw it over too. Fiddling with it in his pocket is Iraj, and far in the distance, only an hour or so away, is the gate to Rukash.
Is the tiger? Is the tiger from the beginning? He's like, fuck, these guys are still chasing us.
But he went across the valley.
Yes, I'm chasing down the tiger.
Still is the gates.
The gate of Rukash.
Yes.
I can't wait till we encounter this tiger again at level 8, and it's like,
I honestly thought you were saying like an hour behind us, something was like coming and like following us, and I thought that was the tiger. But then you said the gate, and I was like, oh, we're only an hour away from it.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. The tiger would not have crossed the Red Valley.
I mean, I figured, but like, it would have been funny.
Okay.
Would have been funny, but
I'm going to kill that tiger.
Well, that is how we're going to wrap up our session here today.
wow.
In possession is the vault. What it does,
No one knows.
what's in it, we don't know.
Mystery box time. J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams, my favorite Star Trek guy.
All right.
Favorite Star Wars filmmaker.
Thank you all for your participation today. I hope you enjoyed the first session to the Red Valley. How are we feeling? Y'all excited?
Yeah,
This is good.
I like it.
Everyone?
Did good stuff.
I'm excited to play a serious character.
Whoa.
Like, not only a serious character, you also had, like, big damage.
I caught major bodies. Like,
Yeah. Goddamn.
Fucking hell, man.
Paladin moment.
Paladins are awesome.
Yeah.
Do you level up?
We do level up. All right, so we will roll our HP off screen, and for our lovely, lovely audience,
All 3 of them.
we will see you next time in the city of Rukash. Da-da-da-da. Okay, give us our outro music, Ed. Shit. Shit. Go, go, go.
So. Because I have a panic attack and smashing the strings.
Your boy is having an anxiety attack upon the approach to Rukash. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you next time.